Nah, not working, bro.
One,
You know
two.
when.
Raider Nation. It's time to connect. Leo, Jay, Nate, Jeff, right. Yeah, silver and black. The crew is insane. Breaking down the madness before you can blink. Another week, wow, another storyline. But the Raider connection keeps it all in line. From Vegas lights to the East Coast grind. We talk that truth, no filter, no rewind. Four voices strong, so buckle in tight. It's time to bring the nation to life tonight. This is the Raider Connection Show, where the silver and black stories flow. Leo, J, Nate, and Jeff on go, breaking every play down blow by blow. R-N-4-L, you already know. Welcome to the Raider Connection Show. Leo with the facts, breaking down the scene. Jay brings a fire, keeping takes real mean. Nate on the road with the vibe and the view. And Jeff swings heavy when the nation needs truth. Wins or losses, we show up proud. Raising Raider Nation, loud and loud. Hit that chat, pull up, don't wait. This is family, this is connection, this is fate. Silver shields up, the energy grows. Four voices united everywhere that it goes. Every first down, every heartbreak hit. Raider Nation stay locked, we don't quit. This is the Raider Connection Show, where the silver and black stories flow. Leo, J, Nate, and Jeff on go, breaking every play down blow by blow. R-N-4-L, that's how we roll. Welcome to the Raider Connection Show. So grab your drink, hit subscribe, let's ride. Raider Nation strong, we never divide. From kickoff to the final echo, you're tuned into the Raider Connection Show. Hey! Tuned into the Raider Connection Show.
What up? What up? What up? Oh, this guy.
Hold
I
got a little surprise for you on top of this.
on,
So,
I gotta just
You got to get him out of here. I don't want that kid in this panel. He's gonna come in with some
right,
hate.
I got a special for you. You ready?
That's dope. That's dope.
So, I couldn't let it go too long because I didn't want to get nailed for copyright. So I did look into it today. So I'm like, all right. So I'm just going to do this. Had to do it out of respect to Lou Holtz and you being a huge Notre Dame fan.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
This affected me a little bit too because remember I grew up in the '80s and everything back when Notre Dame was big and Lou Holtz was everywhere when it came to college football.
Yeah.
So I mean, I grew up in that era where Notre Dame was like hot shit back then. And obviously one of our greatest players ever to ever grace our presence in Raider Nation came from Notre Dame. So, So rest in peace to Lou Holtz and honor you, Leo, as a huge Notre Dame fan. So I was thinking of you today. So.
Yeah, thanks, bro. I grew up. That's how I started liking Notre Dame with Coach Holtz, Lou Holtz. That's why my hats I always get the ones like this because they remind me of Coach Holtz.
As everybody knows, we've got a special guest tonight. So I'm going to bring him in. So this is a guy that lives and breathes silver and black football. If you've been around Raiders YouTube or social media, chances are you've seen him, you've listened to him, you've heard his takes, his commitment to talking real Raiders football with the fan base. He's been building his own platform for years, giving Raider Nation a place to debate the future of the team, the direction of the silver and black. So let's give it up for Mr. none other than Raider Ben.
Coach is wilding, bro. He said Wi-Fi Willie.
I appreciate the warming introduction. Jeff, thanks for having me, man. With good Leo, Jay,
what
Nate,
up, man?
Jeff.
No problem, man.
Appreciate you guys.
When Leo mentioned this last week, I'm like, oh hell yeah. He goes, what do you think about having Raider Ben? I'm like, fuck yeah, why not? Plus.
Yeah,
I mean, I
get out here and talk football with you guys, man. So
and I watch your shows all the time. You know that I'm always in your chats and everything. I equate you to like Afakasi. You two guys are super passionate about the team, and you take it to a different level sometimes. Like we all see how AR reacts to certain things, and you're that same way, that genuine part, you know.
AR.
Yeah, I pride myself on wearing all my Raider emotions on my sleeve. I don't
you
hold nothing back. If there's one thing about me, man, regardless if you don't like to hear it or not, I'm always going to tell you my true opinion on the team. If I think the team sucks, I'm not going to tell you the team is good. I'm going to tell you the team sucks. You know what I mean? So pride myself on, just being real all the time. Don't sugarcoat shit. There's a lot of content creators on here, man, that sugarcoat shit for the nation and, make people make them get a little bit over optimistic. And that's when your feelings get left down. Sometimes you gotta leave the feelings at the door and just be real about the Raiders. And that's what I try to do. So,
yep, absolutely. So let's see who we got with us in here tonight. We've got Money Chucks in the building. James Furpo's here.
Raiders.
Armand's here. What's going on? Let's see. Urban Country Raider, what's up, man? How you doing? J-Rose in the house. Bueno's in the house along with his fridge.
Yeah, I saw Bueno this morning, man.
Jet Lee is here. What's up? Let's see where are we.
Bueno gets around, man.
Coach is here. What's up, Coach? Alfredo's in the house. Let's see. Alon's here. What's up, Alon? Yeah, no, this is Wi-Fi Willie in the middle there. Yep, definitely him.
I'm Wi-Fi Willie.
Rorschach's in the house. John Raid is here. Raider Travis, what's up, my guy?
What's up, Trav?
Who else? Raiders 49ers Red Zone. What's up, man? Jerry's here. What's up, brother? Edgar Sosa. And all right. So
I never.
So let me ask you this, so we can kick this thing off going here.
Que pasa, Mufasa?
Before we get into Raider talk, just anybody that doesn't know Raider Ben, we just do a little backstory on him, basically, real quick here. Just ask him a couple of questions. Where did Raider Ben start? Like, when did you start doing what you're doing with YouTube? Because I know you've been at it for a while.
Yeah, so I originally came to YouTube in 2015. I was about 18 years old. I was about 16 years old when I found out about, some of these content creators back in like 08, 09 or something. I started watching Raider Mikey Raider. Some of you guys may know by Raider Central.
Yeah.
He's like the original content creator on YouTube. I watched him. I watched some guys back there, Samoan Raider, the Black and Silver Way, Raiders _1995. Some of you guys might know him by Byron Live. A lot of these guys, man. And, I came across a community called the Trash Talking Circle, and there was a guy in that community that represented the Raiders. His name was Pistol 2130. He's a Los Angeles Raiders fan. He's from LA. And when, I heard him come on here and I heard him, be unfiltered and cussed a little bit. It was a little bit different from what I saw from all these other, Mikey Raider. They always wanted to keep it more professional. And I was like, fuck it. I can come on here and, can smoke my weed and drink some beer and talk Raider shit. I don't always have to be professional with it, man. So shout out to Pistol 213. Show me that you can come on here on YouTube and have a good time.
Right.
Professional with it. You know what I mean? So
yeah. So that's pretty much what made you start doing what you're doing then, right?
Yeah, because growing up, bro, there was really no outlets for the Raiders. I mean, they had like the Raiders show, like it was like Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area or something before the game. But yeah, there was really no outlets. So yeah, pretty much why I came here, like 2015-ish, was because of Pistol.
And for those of you that don't know, I mean, what just kind of quick, what kind of actual content do you do with your show? Like, what's your focus? I know you've kind of switched gears lately a little bit.
So I am a primarily regular season based channel. So in the off season, you will see a lot of off content from me. I like to game a little bit. You feel me? In the off season.
You were doing gaming for a bit, huh?
Yeah, in the off season, I do a little gaming just because I can't come on here, guys. I respect the fuck out of you guys to come on here every single week and do your shit multiple shows a week. But bro, I get bored as fuck of the Raiders in the off season. They mentally drain me all during the regular season. I'm like, bro, fuck this. I need a break.
You're not lying.
But primarily, I'm a regular season channel, man. When the Raiders are playing, 5 days a week, I do a show. I do all the Raider play-by-plays, man. Been doing Raider play-by-plays for a while, man. They call your boy Ben Papa, man, and the great essence of Greg Papa, man. You feel me? Obviously, you know, he's battling some shit right now with cancer, and you know, he's with the Niners now. But you know, just I'm primarily a regular season channel, and yeah, man, appreciate you guys for having me for sure.
No problem, man. We're glad you're here. Trust me, that this is going to be a good one. And I know you do the game day stuff too, because I even when I was at the bar with the chapter, had my earbud in listening to you too. So you do actually do a really good job with that, unlike some other people, you know.
Yeah, I try to see what the difference between me and like some other content creators, bro, when it comes to play-by-play. And you know, I've gotten good feedback and I've got negative feedback, bro. What I try to pride myself on, bro, is putting yourself at the game or watching the game, right? I break down formation by lineup all the way down. I'll be talking the entire game. I'm never quiet. So I give you lineups, formations, sets, all that shit, man. So I just try to be as descriptive. And like I said, man, it's like Greg Papa, bro. If you ever listen to Greg Papa, he would talk so good about the game where you could feel like you're there. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to pride myself on being as descriptive as I can as a play caller. So
yeah, it was sad to see when the Raiders moved and then Papa stayed with the Bay. It was weird to hear another voice, man. It really was. Yeah.
Yeah, well, him and Mark Davis had a fallout years ago, man, and you know that shit was gonna happen once the whole debacle happened about, you know, he was trying to bring back Mike Shanahan. Greg Papa was not fucking having that, and that's when the whole debacle started happening. So yeah, man, nothing but prayers for Greg Papa, even though he's with the Niners, bro, with his cancer and shit.
So I guess let's get into some football stuff then. Basically, some Raiders shit here. I mean, right now we're seeing a big divide in Raider Nation right now between, you know, the whole, you know, being patient and, you know, what we're going to do with the draft pick and everything. Where do you stand with all that? Like, what do you want to see this team do with that number one?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with y'all, bro. Like, I'm not like completely 100% sold that Mendoza is going to be the guy to turn this franchise around, just because this team has a shit ton of holes. You feel me? Like, it don't matter who we bring in at quarterback. Any Raider fan with a brain knows this team is a long way away from being competitive right now.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Could we have a 1-year turnaround? Say like the Patriots, say like the Redskins a couple years ago, probably, but unlikely, bro. We're not lucky like those teams. But at the end of the day, I understand what it takes to win the National Football League. And if you don't have a quarterback, you're not going to win. This isn't the day of, you know, the early 2000s where you can win with, you know, the Brad Johnsons and the Trent Dilfers when you have a great defense. If you don't have somewhat of a competent quarterback, you're not going to win. The Raiders have been in quarterback purgatory since the release of Derek Carr, or the trade, whatever the fuck it was. So ever since that spot, we've been needing a quarterback. I think the Raiders have, you know, a chance to get the best quarterback in this draft. And, you know, I think the writing is on the wall when you bring in Clint Kubiak. You know, he's a quarterback guru. He's been around multiple quarterbacks, has gotten a lot of quarterbacks to play at the highest level of their career. And, you know, I think, like I said, I think the writing's on the wall. We're going to take Mendoza. I like Mendoza. I'm not 100% sold that he's going to turn this organization around, but I don't think any player in this draft would in 1 year. So just build it right. Get your quarterback first and foremost. I think let the chips fall as they may. So.
Yeah, you're kind of on the same path or same page as three of us up here.
Three?
Yeah, you know, Jay's more for getting the quarterback and moving forward. But real quick, you got a super on your channel there from Afakasi. Bent the best in the YouTube game when it comes to play-by-play. So shout out to Afakasi. What's up, AR?
I'm glad AR is here. The reason I wanted to ask Ben too, and I know you introduced him real quick, but when I first started this whole thing, this YouTube thing, I didn't know any of this shit existed. So AR and Ben were one of the first two people that I actually met and talked to. We would show up in the chat, they would acknowledge us, stuff like that, man. So that's why when I saw Ben was out there again, gonna do the Raider stuff, I was like, oh shoot, let me invite him, bro. Because for real, I appreciate you and AR a bunch. Because you guys from the very get-go were very supportive of everything that we've done, I've tried to do. And then even when bringing these guys on, you know, when they started coming out, you guys started, hey, what's up, Jeff? What's going on? Da, 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 da. So it's just awesome to see that still still going on. You know that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That as long as we're Raider fans, and we might not always agree, our takes might be different, but at the end of the day, we're all cool with each other. You know what I mean? So yeah. Shout out to you and to an AR brother for always being there.
Yeah, well, see, I've always been a firm believer of, even like when I was first came back to doing like Raiders content about 4 years ago, because I did take a little hiatus. I just prided myself on, you know, getting a band of brothers together and talk football. You feel me? Like a whole band of people. And you know, I've gone through it's been leaps and bounds and shit of you know, the people that's coming out of my life on YouTube, man. But no, man, you guys know me. You guys know me, bro. I support everybody who supports me, man. I think that's how it should be. You feel me? As we're all Raider YouTubers at the end of the day, you guys got to keep in mind, we don't work for the Raiders. None of us are insiders. Everything that we say on these shows is just opinion. And when everybody can have an opinion and not get their feelings hurt about another man's opinion, bro, that's what brings a lot of these shows, the greatness out of these shows. So
yeah, for real.
I got mine.
You're what?
I don't got the back.
You just,
I
got the metal one.
I just go to the tree. I ain't gonna lie.
I got one with two claws, bro. One's longer than the other, just so you know. Like,
You got the rake.
Let me ask you this then. What would you consider being how much success are you expecting out of this season right now? Based on obviously we have to base it on what we currently have with this roster, because we don't know what we're doing in free agency yet. We don't know what we're doing in the draft. You know, where are you expecting us to fall this season? Do you think we're gonna have a successful year, or wait and see?
I had us at 4 to 7 wins, bro.
4 to 7? I saw you put that 4 to 7. That's a big range.
Year one with Mendoza, I think it's going to be a lot like Derek Carr's. I think it's going to be a lot like Derek Carr's rookie year, but we might be able to sneak in a win or two more. But it's not going to be an instant turnaround. You know, I'm expecting 4 to 7 wins, then maybe 7 to 8 year two, then maybe 9 to 9 plus in year one. It's going to be a little choppy. So brace yourself for it.
Right.
Appreciate you, Mondo.
I guess this is a question for all of you. Now, Ben, did you watch? I know I watched the combine. I know Jay and I were online together Saturday and Sunday. Did Leo, Ben, or Nate? Did you guys watch any of the combine this weekend at all?
I am not gonna lie. I was watching Elimination Chamber on Saturday. Yes.
All right, that's one day out of 4. Did you watch any of the others?
No, not really. I was working, and then 2 I watched mainly just afterwards. People throwing up like McShay, some people putting up videos. The one I did watch I could not miss was, you know, the generational running back out of Notre Dame, Mr. Jeremiah Love. I did watch him though.
What's scary is he's gonna fuck around and go to Kansas City.
Nah, I hope not, man. I hope somebody else.
That's the worst case scenario for us as Raider fans, right?
You know,
he's a fucking monster too, dude. And they have. And fucking Kansas City's got his they're trying to get his running back coach.
Yeah. Yeah, but other than that, I just saw highlights and stuff.
Yeah, same here. I work on the weekend, so I wasn't able to watch it really. But I watched some highlights and stuff there, but I wasn't really in tune as I have been.
You probably watched some condom players, huh?
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, the Trojans.
Oh.
Ben, did you get to watch any of it at all, or no?
No, I seen the highlights. I seen Sonny Styles go crazy.
Yeah, he did have a good one.
I seen that tight end. I seen that tight end break the 40 record. If Al Davis was alive, we'd have 3 tight ends and no wide receiver.
Yeah, we would. Absolutely.
You know what's crazy with the internet, bro? You see people on the internet like criticize everything. You know how they showed the bench pressing? So I forgot who it was, if it was a receiver or somebody, but they were like going to break the record for the most. But everybody kept saying that he was cheating during the bench press. Like, goddamn, everyone's a fucking expert on social media nowadays. I swear to God.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
like
couch GMs are a whole different.
Dude, there's like someone there from the combine and he's counting them. So if he's saying they count, they fucking count. I'm like, goddamn. Like, oh man, it was crazy.
All right, so let's do this real quick, though. I want to get the pulse of the 4 years. We're on the clock right now. What are you doing? We'll start with you, Leo.
The consensus is we're taking Mendoza.
All right, but is that what you're doing?
Oh, me? No,
Yeah.
That's not what I'm doing. No, I'm trading
They're
back.
playing
I'm
couch
trading back.
GMs.
I'm playing couch GM. I'm trading back, bro. The Jets, all that shit they've been putting out about telling Mendoza to get arrested and all that shit tells me how much they want him. So I'm gonna fleece the Jets. Yeah, I'm gonna fleece the Jets.
Telling the quarterback to get arrested is crazy. It's crazy, dude.
They're like, hey, get arrested so you drop.
Motherfuckers talk about they don't want him to go to us because he'll die, bro. No quarterback ever go to New York and ever succeed. The fuck they talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
They ain't had a fucking quarterback since Joe
They don't get
Namath.
good till they leave.
And even he wasn't that good, bro.
That's
When
what
you
I'm
look
saying.
at his fucking stats, yeah.
I'm talking about. They
Yeah,
ain't had
but
a
I mean-
quarterback like
If
Derek
you're
Carr
on-
ever. It's Joe Namath. And we've already had one of those.
Man, you're on the clock as the Raiders. What are you doing with that first pick?
I'm taking Mendoza. I'm just gonna go ahead and just take that card in and build my team on out, bro. I'm done with that. I'm not gonna keep kicking the can down the road. I'm fucking over it.
Yeah, that
Jay?
can's been kicked a lot.
You already know, bro.
Yeah, I do, but I'm
You
asking
already
anyway.
know. You already know. I'm taking Mendoza, bro. Taking Mendoza.
I already know what Nate's going to say too, but I'm going to ask him anyway.
I want to hear your guess of what I'm going to say.
Or gee, you're
maybe
going
it's
to
a
take
big
you're going to take Reese.
At number
Oh,
one,
yeah.
you're not even trading
Right.
it.
No, I'm definitely going to trade back.
Oh, okay.
But I can agree to the point that it's been a position that we haven't had since Derek Carr. So I understand
sure.
why everybody
Yeah.
wants to
Yeah.
fill the position, and I get it. It's just I just don't think Mendoza's the guy to do it. But like I've been saying this whole time, this whole coaching carousel, I think with Clay Kubiak, we'll get the best out of Mendoza. But
Yeah.
again, if it was my choice, I'd trade back.
Yeah.
I
So who would you trade back to?
honestly just don't feel like the Raiders are going to be in position next year to be in contention for one of them top quarterbacks.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
and if they're not-
Four wins will put us there.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
guess you're right, but
Yeah.
but still, I just feel like at this point, it's like, do we really want to go through another shitty ass season? You know,
No,
what
I
mean?
get that part. Yeah,
Possibly
yeah.
have it.
4 wins in the Jets first round pick next year could get us right back in there.
That's what I'm saying.
If we take back.
Yeah, and just to clear, I don't think so much that it's that I think Mendoza's a bust because I don't think he's gonna be.
No.
To me, it's just the value of what we can get for that first round pick because it's such a quarterback empty draft this year that there's only one dude, and if you really want that dude, then send me your fucking draft, your future for that.
So let me ask you this question then. So what would you ask for that number 1 overall pick from the Jets?
A first this year and a first next year. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think
I
they
want
would do
the
that.
2 firsts.
Yeah.
If
See,
the
I wouldn't do
Raiders
the
take the
two first
year-
this year because I really
would.
want one next year as well.
Yeah,
You know
we
what I
gotta
mean?
get- We gotta
Yeah.
get
We
3,
could
bro.
get
The
the winner
Niners,
next
year.
gave up 3 to get bum
They
ass
get 3
Trey
to
Lance.
get. Yeah.
I mean,
We
they
could get
trade
3
back
out of that.
further, but still,
Yeah.
Trey Lance a bum.
Because we would
I
swap,
could see
so we go to 2, and then we
At
can get
least-
what?
this
and get
year,
their
next year, and the
16.
second.
Yeah,
That's
this
a
year,
lead.
next year, and at least the second. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would do something
Second
like
this
that.
year.
You just want to do everything this year.
No, I want the second this year
He
because
does.
because the
25
defense
picks, bro. 25 picks.
No, because there's such good defensive players in this draft too, and that still would give us a shot to actually get an offensive lineman too out of this. You know,
Like I said.
there's so much that we could do, even with 2 additional picks, one more in the first and then one in the second this year. That's huge, you know. But we're gonna get into that in a little
Yeah,
bit.
but so's having that extra one next year as well.
Yeah, what's up, Raider?
Because then you do
Maybe
it gradually.
love.
Yeah. You can get your guy. You can get your first next year. You just have to probably give up that second.
Yeah.
That's that little bargaining chip. It depends. You never know. They might be desperate enough to give you that 2 firsts and the first next year and the second.
So I know Ben walked away for a minute, but based on what you've guys seen for takes on on YouTube or whatever, outside of the first round, what's the next best prospect you guys are looking to target, like from the second round up? Like, who's the one that you want to see us try and grab out of this draft? So round 2.
Earlier we did one with Joe and Samoa. We ended up getting, what was it? It was a defensive tackle, I think, in the second round. No. We traded back our second round to add a 2 and a third, and ended up with I think it was still a defensive player. I think if we go Mendoza 1, right? Or what if you go offense 1, then in the second round, I think there's so much we have to address on the defense as well. So we can get one of those top corners, linebackers. Jesus Christ, do we need linebackers, right? Although we're picking, a lot of people think it's too high to get Jacob Rodriguez because we're at what, 36?
Yeah, 36.
So a lot of people think it's 36 to get Jacob Rodriguez. So yeah, because even when we did the trade back, he was still down there. So, but yeah, I think you got to do the defense as well, dude. The linebacker. Remember, we're switching to a 3-4, bro. We're switching to a 3-4, so we're gonna need that defensive line. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Ben, what would you be looking to target from our second round up? Like, name one player that you want to see us try and grab that could have an impact.
Rams the most dominant nose tackle available.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too.
I've been wanting an interior defensive lineman since the day that we drafted bum ass Tyree Wilson over Jalen Carter. Actually, before that, I've been wanting an interior defensive lineman. That's the time we had a generational one sitting right in front of us. And we chose to take bum ass Tyree Wilson. If anybody has known my channel, you can go back and watch my reaction of us taking bum ass Tyree Wilson over Jalen Carter. I almost cried because I knew the Raiders would do something stupid. And not even Jalen Carter, because I know the backstory behind it. But we took him over Christian Gonzalez, who was just in the Super Bowl.
Oh my god! Played out of his mind.
He played out of his mind in the Super Bowl, bro.
We especially like to go back on what Leo was saying, bro. We're going to a 3-4, bro. We need a big ass man to play the middle of that defense. I'm not no college guru. I don't claim to know college, so I'm not gonna sit here and say who we should take. But we need to get the biggest, fattest, strongest motherfucker in the middle of that defense in the second round. If not that, then probably a corner, because I think our secondary is weak as fuck, bro.
It is.
It's just because how predicated a 3-4 is around that interior defensive lineman, bro. That nose tackle, I think that's like probably up there with priority for sure.
Yeah.
I don't disagree. Jay, what are you looking at?
I would get probably somebody that Leo would not be keen on getting.
Another Jack Besh?
No,
I would say, because you could still get him, but I think at 36, the value, you could probably do what we did last year and trade down and still get him.
I wouldn't go too far down, but I would get Jacob Rodriguez, but I wouldn't go too far. He had a phenomenal combine, and that performance and so is going to boost up his stock. So he's probably going to go in a high second to mid second. I think they had like over a month ago they had him around a 4th round pick, so he jumped up like 2 rounds, which is fucking insane.
He's still like in the early 3rd, late 2nd. Yeah.
Yeah, they probably haven't updated, but I see that dude going high second to mid second. I would get him. There's a couple guys that you can get in the 3rd round. A nose tackle, Dominic Orange. I like that guy, big dude. If you're looking for that big nose tackle, step up the run, that'd be a good guy to get afterwards.
And Nate, what are you looking at? You like Jacob? Nate, what are you looking at?
I mean, I've been saying in the second round, I want Lane, but I definitely want to lean towards defense because it's so thin, essentially at every position at this point. So I would love Jacob Rodriguez. I would have no problem with that, but I've been saying for a while that I do want Lane. I just think it's going to be too offensive heavy to go quarterback, then wide receiver 1 and 2, especially with so many holes. And we don't really know what free agency is going to bring with us. But yeah, I've been saying Lane, so I could go with Lane or Rodriguez. I like both of those guys.
Yeah, I like the take on taking a nose tackle. That's my push, because, and I've seen people in the chat saying, well, we've got Pegues and we've got Butler. We've got I want someone that's got experience playing at the nose tackle, whether it be a free agent or if it's if we don't get one in free agency, then we go for one in the draft. That is a proven nose tackle that can plug those running holes up
There's a big. Go ahead.
Yeah, and be that guy. We can't be dealing with a guy that's never played it before, that's already on our roster. That's a project. That's not what I want to walk into. I want someone that knows what they're doing. What were you gonna say, Jay?
I was gonna say there's a big difference between like a guy that we got in the 6th round to a drafting guy like in the 2nd and 3rd. It's a big difference in talent.
Is there though? I mean, Tyree was drafted in the 1st, and he's like a 10th round talent.
That's an anomaly, bro.
That is not an anomaly. That's what happens when you pay attention to measurables.
I've been calling Tyree Wilson the Alex Leatherwood of the defensive line for many years.
So we got another super chat from Mafakasi. There's a question time for the panel. What year was the last time we traded down draft capital during the draft in the 1st round, and what did we get in return? I couldn't even tell you off the top of my head.
I know. We traded. I think it was like 2010 is when we traded down. We traded with Miami. We traded down for DJ when we took DJ Hayden. And they trade up and took Deion Jordan. That's the last time I remember us trading back in the 1st round. I think it was 2010.
He didn't work out for them either, huh? Deion Jordan.
He ended up playing for the Raiders anyways.
Apakasi said you're right.
Yeah.
There was a lot of hype behind Deion Jordan. I remember that. There was a lot of hype behind them.
And we got nothing, bro.
I appreciate you, my brother.
We traded from like the top 6 picks or some shit. I forget what pick it was, but we traded down hella spots, and all we got was a 2nd round pick out that shit. And we traded down hella spots.
And I can't even tell you who we used for that 2nd rounder.
No thirds, no nothing.
Yeah.
Just real quick, make sure everybody, all 5 of us up here are streaming to our appropriate channels. So make sure you guys hit each channel.
Some of our channels are inappropriate, but yes.
Make sure you guys go around, hit those thumbs up on every channel. If you're not subbed to any of the channels, make sure you sub to all of them, especially our guy at the end there, LV Raider 10, getting his numbers up. So make sure you guys get your asses over to LV Raider 10 on YouTube and show him some love. Even watch the show from his channel too.
Look, he even raised his chair for y'all, so y'all would leave him alone.
Yeah. I saw him put the tire under there.
Did you program the Nightbot to say I am him?
That's my Nightbot.
That's yours.
That's
Ben. I'm him.
That's Ben.
I thought it was Jeff's. That's why I was like,
bro, I don't even think Jeff knows what that means, bro.
That's why I was asking him. That's why I was asking him.
He said, I don't even know if Jeff knows what that means.
Yeah.
I always get shit. Always. This still sucks about being the old guy on the fucking panel. I'm always getting fucked around with. No, Ben.
Like yesterday, a lot of the movie noises you were using yesterday. I don't think too many people knew what they were because those movies are like back from our days, Jeff.
No, not that one.
No.
Is that a whoopee cushion that I just heard?
Yeah.
You found it. So yeah.
Wait a minute. I gotta add something. I forgot.
I posted everybody's link to everybody's channel in my chat.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
no it. Googling or chat spoilers. Oh, okay.
Hey, bro, I'm like a fucking 5-time Wheel of Fortune champion. I don't need to Google shit off of
You were the only one I lost to.
I'm the only one a lot of motherfuckers lost to.
Yeah, you're the only one I lost to.
Defending undisputed 5-time champion.
He said pronouncing his pronouns.
Bro, Captain Jack came on my show, bro. He was so fucking mad that he lost, bro. He was on that bitch, man.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that one, dude. I was laughing so hard how hard he was complaining. He swore he got robbed, but no, he got his ass handed to him in trivia.
Dude, there's been a couple, dude. Nutty Raider Nate fucking would almost lost to Nutty Raider Nate. I beat him by 1.2 on that motherfucker. If he wouldn't, I swear to God, if Osfakasi would have named one more old ass offensive lineman, I'd have lost.
Yeah.
He was killing me on the O lineman, bro. Then he named him. He put up Matt Giordano, and nobody knew who the fuck that was. I'm like, y'all don't remember Matt Giordano?
They don't remember Matt Giordano?
He was ass, but he was one of the only white players to ever play in our secondary ever. How do you forget him?
Yeah. I remember Giordano.
Let me ask this question because this is going to kind of open it up, I think, right here. How important is Max Crosby to the identity of his team?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, don't get me started.
I guess this was the subject where you give you shit on, right?
We're going to go down the line in order. We'll start with Leo first.
How important is what?
How important is Max Crosby to the identity of this team going forward?
I'm going to tell you this right now. Going forward, it's not what it used to be because you are not going to be getting Fernando Mendoza. And quarterbacks run this fucking league. They are going to put this dude in front of everything. Everything. He's going to be the face of this fucking franchise with Ashton, with Bowers, shit like that. So, yeah. Going forward, not what it used to be. He's held us, those who have stuck around, right? He's been like our ray of shining light in all this darkness. But moving forward, the face of the franchise is going to be Fernando Mendoza. Yeah.
Well, I'm with Leo. I'm with Leo, bro. I mean, the city of Las Vegas, bro, has been asking for a face since we moved to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All due respect to Max Crosby, you know, this is a quarterback-driven league. I made that the reason why I thought the Raiders would have took Shedeur Sanders. If we would have took him in the first round, even though I thought he wasn't worthy of a first-round pick, if we did, it's because they wanted to have somebody. Yeah, they want to have somebody to put on a billboard to help sell tickets to get Raider fans to come in that building. Some kind of excitement. And I think, you know, that's the Raiders are sold, bro. They're going to take Mendoza. And that's where we're pretty much at right now, bro. So, no, Max Crosby will not be the franchise, will not be the face no more, just because he's getting up there in age. And the Raiders, this is the quarterbacks is who run the face of the franchises now. So,
right.
Or definitely not.
Jay?
I agree with Leo. I think that it's probably going to be Mendoza. You know, this is kind of the type of league that we're in. You know, to be honest with you,
right?
Yeah. You know, I love Max, bro.
I mean, too. You guys know that I have Max.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So it's like my love is there, bro. But it's just being real, dog. It's just kind of how it is.
Nate?
I could agree with what you guys are saying as far as this is a quarterback-driven league. I completely understand that, but I don't. It feels weird to have Fernando Mendoza to be the face of the Raiders.
It does.
It doesn't.
I get it.
It doesn't sit right with me. It just doesn't.
I like it a little bit. Yeah.
I don't think he will ever
it.
become that face of the franchise. How we, picture people as face of the franchises. To me, right now, it would probably be either Brock Bowers or Ashton Genty, and I think those two guys, even going forward, are going to be a bigger focal point as far as franchise and advertising and things like that, rather than Fernando Mendoza. Of course, this year and then the next year when he does eventually come in, he definitely will be a part of that. But I think the people that would embody, the organization more would be Genty and Bowers, and Max Crosby has been that guy for the the past couple of years. I love Max Crosby. I think he's a Raider through and through. But I don't know if Mendoza is going to be,
he is, bro.
Undeniable,
undeniable,
organizational face. I just don't see that.
Look, Nate, we're gonna drive because you know how we drive in from LA. We're gonna drive in. And that billboard that we used to see people, the compete one, it's gonna be Mendoza like this.
Oh no, I can already see that, and I don't deny it at all for this next coming year.
Yeah,
1,000%, he's gonna be everywhere, 1,000%.
Bro.
But I just don't see his personality being the face of the Raiders. Like that just doesn't it doesn't mesh to me.
I feel like his personality is what the Raiders need in Vegas, bro. When the Raiders moved to Vegas, My biggest knock on them moving to Vegas, bro, is you're putting a bunch of young millionaires in the city of sin. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that too.
And I thought Derek Carr, when we took I'm like, Derek Carr is the perfect quarterback for this team in Vegas. He's going to be able to keep these guys grounded to where they're not out there doing a bunch of dumb shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, you know, we had the rug shit. I'm not going to get too much into that. I've always said if Gruden don't get fired, that rug shit don't happen. Or if he doesn't resign, that shit don't happen. He keeps the team in check. Rugs don't do that. But the point I'm trying to get at, bro, is I think they need and I'm not even trying to make this about religion or none of that shit, bro.
I get what you're saying.
Like Christian, humble, super down, that kind of guy to lead this organization, bro. Especially when you're drafting young millionaires to a city like that, bro.
We need the 40-year-old virgin to lead the team.
What I'm trying to make is we don't need the Shadors. We don't need the Kyler Murrays. We don't need the Lamar. We don't need those kind of quarterbacks, bro. And I'm not saying talent-wise, but we need the next Tom Brady, the next Peyton Manning mindset type quarterback, bro. And I think that's the mind he has. I don't know if he'll ever be that, but just where his mind's at with the game of football, I think he's on that same level coming out of college as those guys. So,
and I get what you're saying. I get what you're all saying. And if you were to go back years ago and throw him, you know what I mean? He doesn't fit that traditional mold, as I think what Leo's kind of getting at. You know, that you always think of the Raiders as like that rough and tough, you know.
This is gone. This is no more. The Thug Raiders are no more.
The Raiders are, I mean, Vegas is already a distraction on its own, you know, and now you add these players into it in some cases. And like Ben just said, it's like, you know, this, I mean, it could be a good thing, you know. I mean, right now, Leo's already said it. How much Tom Brady's face is everywhere in Vegas, you know, that should hopefully be replaced with, you know.
I did a little experiment, bro, this offseason. And because you guys know I sell merch. My highest person has always been Max Crosby, always. So recently I did a release of the Mendoza and the Max Crosby shirts. When I tell you how many more Mendoza shirts I sold, and he's not even a fucking Raider yet, that just tells you how much people wanted him and are ready to just cheer him the fuck on, bro. Like, it was insane. I had never sold more shirts of anyone other than Max, and Mendoza is the first one. And we haven't even really drafted him yet.
Well, I think the Raiders are just excited to have something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Because even if Mendoza don't work in year one, you're gonna know he's a young quarterback.
Yeah.
Top of the fact that we got a young coach and they're gonna learn from that, bro.
Yeah.
The last time the Raiders tried this with Derek and he was a second round pick, it turned out pretty well for us. It took 3 years, you know, and unfortunately Derek Carr broke his fucking leg. But by year 3, we were one of the top teams in the AFC, and probably the only team that thought the NFL thought could compete with Tom Brady in the AFC Championship.
Yeah,
you know, so we have to. If you're guaranteed to miss every shot you don't take, and if the Raiders don't continue to not take a shot at quarterback, we're gonna miss every fucking time.
And that's pretty much what Afakasi says too. When I've talked to him about the whole, you know, Mendoza thing, he says he basically, not so many words, but same thing that you just said.
We've only taken 2 quarterbacks in the first round in the history of our franchise, and we wonder why we don't have a quarterback.
No,
we've taken Marinovich and motherfucking Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, not only that, but even the planning, the moving on from Derek Carr, the way they did it, there was no plan.
Yeah, there was no plan,
and we've been stuck with the no plan since.
Bro, I've been one of the biggest fucking criticizers of Derek Carr for years. Yeah. But I guarantee you, if you would have told me the Raiders were going to get rid of him for Jimmy Garoppolo, I'd have said, fuck you. And then
right?
And then the year after, we were going to have to deal with Gardner Minshew, and I said, fuck you twice.
Double fuck you twice.
Yeah, fuck you twice.
Yeah.
You know, but unfortunately, that's the hand that was dealt to us.
Yeah.
You know, I'm watching the chat.
And then we finished it up with Gino, dog.
Yeah. As much as I want to hate Gino and as much as I want to hate Pete Carroll, it may be in a blessing disguise that we had those cocksuckers because we got the number 1 overall
pick.
We have a franchise quarterback sitting in front of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
I'm watching the chat. I think it's in Ben's chat. I'm watching Anthony and.
Oh no, they're fighting. I see them. It's an arch.
Yeah,
they're fighting about
back
Max
and forth on the whole Max thing. I love it.
Anthony loves Max, bro, but he's mad at him, and I understand him though. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to AP, man. He came out to the hotel in LA, bro. It's great times. Him and Willie Wayne. It was me.
He doesn't make him big enough.
Afakasi Raider.
I do now.
From Australia. It was me, Afakasi Raider, Anthony Provencio, Willie Wayne, my wife, and Willie Wayne's wife, bro. We had a great time. Shit was dope. And we got stuck in the fucking elevator.
Dude, that was one of the that video was awesome.
I got stuck in the fucking elevator with fucking an Australian fuck name, fucking Afakasi Raider. It's your fucking fault, Afakasi, you son of a bitch. I love you, dude. Love, guys.
You were trying to keep him here longer. He ended up staying here longer any fucking way.
Yeah, right?
He couldn't get enough of it. He's like, man, fuck that. I'm staying here.
Yeah, bro. That shit was dope, though. We got to do the last game with him, so that was awesome.
And then I bumped shoulders with Nate at the game. That shit was cool as fuck.
Yeah. Super random. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was going to my seat. Nate was like, Raider Ben. I'm like, oh, what's up, bro?
Oh, he was up there with you, Nate?
Yep.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Just trying to get through the chat here. What's up, Money Chuck? A lot of people. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight, rocking with everybody. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We got 87 solid right now, rocking in here. I'm not missing on a quarterback, though. So you can trade back and get first-round picks for next year. Obviously, they aren't going to turn around. Going to turn around overnight. You should have good picks next year. Well, on that note, with the picks,
here comes. Is this what you have prepared for us today?
No. But this
what up, Frank?
With the free agency, how aggressive should the Raiders be in free agency? Let's start with you, Leo.
Aggressive but smart. Remember, I think we talked about it a little bit yesterday, right, Jeff? Like, what happens if we don't get Lindenbaum? Like, is it, oh my God, the world is over? Like, no, there are other centers out there, probably for half the price. Do you want the best one? Yeah, you want the best one. You want Lindenbaum. He's young. He's the future. Everything you hear about him is good, right? But you also can't be like we were last year with the 1-year deals, right? Like, oh, we're going to take a chance on this dude. Like, know who you're going to want. Like, if you're telling us that you want people who are football players, then go sign and bring football players to us, right? If I go out there and we end up with George Pickens, I'm going to be like, what the fuck?
What's up, Tram City?
You know? So that's what I be aggressive, but be smart about it because we need bodies. We talked about it yesterday. We only have 10 picks. But I mean, this is how you're going to build your roster through free agency, through the draft. So be smart about it as well, man. Yeah.
Chat, chime in on how aggressive you think we should be. Not necessarily who we need to go after, whatever. Like, kind of like how Leo just answered. Ben, what's your take on that?
I think the Raiders they're going to have to spend money regardless because we have to hit a floor, right? I agree with what Leo said. If the Raiders don't get Lindenbaum, I don't think they need to panic. I like the dude from the Buffalo Bills. I've been telling everybody though, bro. I'm a huge fan of Elijah Vera Tucker, dog. And I've been saying if we can't get motherfucking Lindenbaum, I'd slide Jackson Powers Johnson ass right back over to center and plug Elijah Vera Tucker in at guard, and we'd be straight. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know about y'all. I'm not completely out on DJ Glaze. I'll bring in competition to compete with DJ Glaze because I think coaching goes a long way with our offensive line. I think our offensive line had the worst coach in the league. There's not a lot of guys out there that I want to go heavy on. We have a lot of guys in house we got to keep. I think first and foremost we need to give Eric Stokes his money. We can't let Eric Stokes walk. He's the only corner we got. I think that's starting caliber on our team right now. Outside of that, bro, I look at some free agents that are on the market, like Alec Pierce. Like, I would love to bring in a number 1 wide receiver. I think Alec Pierce is going to demand a lot of money, and he might be one of those players that the Raiders can use because we're going to have to hit that salary cap floor. So we're going to have to spend money. I would like Alec Pierce. Outside of that, bro, I would love to bring in Kenneth Walker. I think he's going to demand a lot of money.
Really?
Yeah, because I would love a 1-2 punch with him and Genty under a Kubiak scheme. And then I think the only dudes I really like, bro, is I want Lindenbaum, I want Rashid Shaheed, and I want Elijah Vera Tucker. Those are only dudes I got my eye on because I honestly don't think Linderbaum's coming here, especially because the Ravens already said they're going to give him a market-setting offer.
Oh, and they made that shit public too.
Yeah, I think it's smart. He ain't signed it yet because I think the Raiders will be like, "Well, I'll set you a market-setting offer higher than them." Be aggressive, be smart. Don't go out there and overpay. I don't think there's a lot of guys out there worthy to overpay. I would probably give out just a slight nab at overpaying just because we could use a wide receiver one, but outside of that, and Linderbaum.
So the new number's 301 million, but we have 85. Yeah. We have 85 available. Okay.
And just keep this in mind, guys. One last thing. Teams aren't built through free agency, bro. Teams
no. Through the draft. Yeah.
No, we'll just acquire a few pieces.
If you look at the guys that I mentioned, bro, I'm only interested in young free agents, bro. Linderbaum's young, Vera Tucker's young.
I like Lloyd, the linebacker. Lloyd.
Yeah. Devin Lloyd. I like Devin Lloyd. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And the Raiders, especially if we switch to a 3-4, we're gonna need some linebackers. So I wouldn't be
Matt Milano's out there too. Yeah.
Jay, what about you?
Should we be aggressive in free agency?
Aggressive.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. Aggressive. Yeah. Gotta be aggressive but smart. You know, I think the one that you're gonna go aggressive on is Tyler Linderbaum, right? But this is the thing, and to Ben's point, if you don't get him, we still have a fucking center.
Yeah,
it's not like we got to go ahead and try to take a couple of swings, but if we can't make it happen, it's not the end all be all. Plus, there's other guys out there. I think on this free agency, there's a good market for O linemen. We got McGovern out there.
What's his name is back out there? The guy we wanted last year. He got cut by the Chargers today.
Mekhi
Becton.
Oh, he got released?
He got released. Yes.
Oh, wow. So there you go. See? So I think like this free agency class for linemen, it's probably one of the better ones in a few years. So I would definitely go ahead and pick up a couple of guys. It honestly, it just depends on whether you really want to go ahead and really upgrade that right tackle. If you just want to go ahead and either push plays up to guard, or you want to go ahead and kind of keep them back and kind of figure things out and keep refining his craft. Maybe he comes back the following year, but you at least have him in that depth piece with already some game experience, which is like huge. So there's some questions there, but you can go either way. I don't think you go wrong about it because you can still keep him there. And now with Denson here, he might improve. You don't know, but obviously I think linebackers. Oh my God, linebackers! There's a lot of dudes coming out, a lot of dudes being released. Good dudes. I have to kind of go through it more, make sure that there's no kind of injuries out there. I was looking at it. There's a few guys that came out. Giants are releasing Bobby.
Okereke.
Hard to say his name. How do you say his name?
Bobby
Okereke.
Bobby Okereke.
Bobby
O. Yeah, Devin Lloyd's out there. I mean, I like Devin Lloyd. I would like to go ahead and get a guy.
Kalavion Chazon's out there.
Chazon. I don't think he leaves Vrabel though.
I doubt it.
Tariq Woolen's going to be out there.
I think it would be us or he stays, just because he would come back with Robbie and work with him.
Nate, what about you?
Yeah, I have my eye on a couple of guys. I think one of the guys that you guys haven't said yet is Jalen Phillips, and I really like Jalen Phillips.
Yeah, from Miami, he's solid, and he fits that.
He gets injured.
Exactly. Yeah, that is the only thing, of course. But he had a really good rest of the year when he got traded to Philadelphia. Obviously,
I can't shit on him for that. I like Elijah Vera Tucker, and he's got an injury history too. So
I like Elijah Vera Tucker as well. SC guy, obviously, I'm a little biased. But yeah, and then Rick Woolen was another guy that I really wish to bring over here because again, we're very, very thin at the cornerback position. And
yeah, Rick Woolen and Eric Stokes would be nice if we can keep Eric Stokes and bring in Rick. That'd be nice.
Exactly. But yeah, those are the main guys that I was looking at right now. Obviously, it'd be nice to get like a Hendrickson, a Trey Hendrickson, but that's too much money, I think, for us, for no reason.
Well, I ain't gonna say. I was about to say, well, if the Raiders get rid of Max Crosby, we got some money to pay Trey Hendrickson, boy.
There you go. Push the dude out the bring the back door.
Hendrick's only 2 years removed from being all fucking defensive player of the year. So.
Yep. Nahshon Wright, I really like Nahshon Wright from the Chicago Bears. I think
I like that safety, Kobe Bryant, too, from the
Kobe Bryant's gonna be nice too.
Yeah, he'd be a nice pickup. He's got some familiarity there. I still can't say that word right on somebody else's show, but that guy from Seattle has some continuity there with Kubiak. So there's a lot of interesting guys out there. Like
there's a lot.
I'd love to bring Khalil back. Khalil Mack hates the Raiders. He's never coming back. And Jason Marshall, that's another guy I would bring back, bro. We need a slot corner. I would bring back Amik Robertson in a fucking heartbeat.
1,000%.
I know a lot of people don't like Amik, bro, but I guarantee you probably can't name 5. You probably can't even name 3 other players that the Raiders have had since Amik Robertson, or even before Amik Robertson, that created as many turnovers as Amik did.
I like the Amik.
And he would get burnt, but that motherfucker used to come up with turnovers like it was fucking candy, bro. He'd always come up with turnovers.
He's the one that intercepted Jordan Love when we beat the Packers.
Yeah. He had that game-sealing interception. Yeah, I love Amik Robertson, bro.
Yeah, me too.
Honestly, looking through
he plays big for sure.
Oh yeah, he does. Looking through the top 100 free agents, like there's a lot of good names on here that would be definitely worth taking another look at.
Yeah.
Like a lot more than the top guys, but if you dig deeper, bro, like Jaquan Brisker.
Yes, bro, that's what I'm saying.
He's a beast.
That's
bro.
nice.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of guys down here, bro.
Let me kind of break
I wouldn't even be completely out on Bradley Chubb. Like if Bradley Chubb was willing to kick the tires and come rubbing in Denver's face, come on over, Bradley Chubb. We need pass rushers that can play 3-4, and Bradley Chubb has experience playing in 3-4. So,
like Kobe Durant, I think Kobe Durant would be nice.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Let me break off from this a bit here.
Right.
Sticking still with the free agent stuff. How much of an impact? Now we thought one way last year with Pete, but how much of an impact would this coaching staff that was assembled weigh to get some of these free agents in that we might normally not have had a shot at getting? Like how much of a factor do you think that weighs in on this?
I think it changes the pool of the players you get. Because you think about last year, it was like Pete's boys, right? Well, this dude works with Pete Carroll before, or he knows Pete Carroll from this. Now you got Kubiak. So Kubiak's web, how far does it extend, right? Is it from people he knows through his dad, from the Seahawks, from his time with the Saints, from all the teams he's been at? So I think it does kind of like open up a little bit more as far as like who he would be able to connect and bring that wants to play with him, as well as the coaches that he signed on too. Yeah.
What do you think, Ben?
I don't know, bro. I think familiarity goes a long way with a lot of these players, bro. That's a reason why I feel like we're probably gonna end up getting some players that have some ties through some of this coaching staff before, like Greg Azzani, or who the wide receiver coach. I feel like that tie right there might get what's his face to come to us Pickens. I don't think that the Cowboys would be smart to let him walk after trading for him, but if he does. But at the end of the day, what point I'm trying to make is like, especially with like Rashid Shaheed, bro, a lot of these guys having continuity elsewhere is definitely going to help the Raiders get some guys in the building for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Jay?
Yeah, I'm on the same wavelength, bro. It does. The continuity, it plays a factor, bro.
And Nate?
Yeah, I'm going to agree. I think just the continuity of everybody gives us immediate, validation and priority for especially Seattle guys. And I think bringing in a majority of the Seattle guys would be a very nice addition. So
yeah, it's never a bad idea bringing in players and coaches from a Super Bowl winning team, no doubt.
Right, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Just don't get carried away. Just don't get carried away like L. Davis used to in signing the Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
There's levels to this shit.
No doubt.
My feeling on that is I think the coaching staff has a lot to do with it. I don't necessarily agree with Lecker, though. He says they're not expecting anything from Kubiak, just got to get youth movement going, develop the rookies through mistakes. I think a lot of people are expecting things from Kubiak. I can't sit here and say I'm not expecting anything from him. I mean, you have to expect something from him or he's not doing his job.
Right.
You know, if he just comes in and he's just a lame duck coach, which he ain't a lame duck coach. You know, he's shown that he's got, you know, good experience behind him. He just won the Super Bowl. You know?
Yeah, I think a lot of people get caught up in how quiet he is, his demeanor. But from what I've heard is when you talk football to him, that's when you see him like get intense and all that shit comes out. But when you talk about all the other bullshit, he's just like, yeah. But when you talk football to him, it's different. Yeah.
If you look at the coaches that we've had, you know, come in and out of the building over the last few years, man, not too many of them have the pedigree that Kubiak has.
Right.
From the background that he comes from, you know, his father says football. His father's all football Super Bowl winner.
Yeah, just the family alone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. On top of the fact that he's coached under, you know, a lot of great minds. You know what I mean? Shanahan, McDonald, to name a few, bro. A lot of them, bro. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, he got his offensive line coach that has won Super Bowls under his father and just won a Super Bowl underneath him. You know, so, you know, there's a pedigree. There's a pedigree of you know, success with Kubiak, and you can't say the same for, you know, say Antonio Pierce or Josh McDaniels as a head coach. You know what I'm saying? Keep going back. We can name more coaches that don't have the pedigree, except maybe John Gruden, you know, and Jack Del Rio. But the rest of these coaches we've all had come in first-time head coaches, dudes that never did it anywhere else, who want to give dudes a second chance type shit and don't work out. So it's good to see the Raiders actually go out and get somebody who knows football and has a football pedigree to lead the Raiders forward, because we all know Mark Davis don't know shit about football. So he needs to get the greatest football minds in that building as possible. He started with Tom. You know, he's got Spytek. I really like Spytek. And now he's got, you know, Kubiak. So I think the Raiders are in there. I said this last year. I said we were in a good direction last year, but, you know, I really think for sure we're in a good direction now. It's just not going to be overnight because they're all young.
Yeah. Well, I think the other thing, too, is don't expect what you saw with Pete Carroll in practices and everything out there rolling around on the ground, wrestling with these. You ain't going to get that from Kubiak. You're definitely not going to get that from Dennison, the offensive line coach. He's going to be a grab you by the face mask, yell at you, and tell you to do what you're supposed to do type of guy, which is what this offensive line needs. You know? So this is a totally different vibe with this coaching staff versus what we had last year.
You're seeing the youth movement with the Raiders, bro, and we haven't had that in a while. You know, we've had a lot of experienced coaches that have been lame ducks. You know what I mean? And now you're seeing that the Raiders are getting with the vibe of the new league, and the new vibe of the league is getting a young coach, whether it be offensive or defensive. A lot of teams want to go offensive. That's what the Raiders did. You get yourself a young quarterback on a cheap contract, and you build a superstar team around that young quarterback, and you make that quarterback's job easy. That's the way to win. The last time we did this with Derek, and I feel like Derek fell in our fucking lap in the second round. He was the best quarterback in that draft. You know what I mean? So, you know, the Raiders are trying to do that again. Hopefully, I said the way to rebuild this Raiders team is the way the Raiders did it with Reggie McKenzie back in 2014. Spend all your fucking money in free agency on the offensive line, build a fucking offensive line, draft a quarterback, put him behind it. And let the rest of the pieces fall how they may.
Hang on 1 second.
Kipasa Mufasa.
I'm waiting for something to load up here. Leo,
get off the phone, Don. He's trying to use the internet. Got you, dog.
She's asleep.
Check out
she's asleep, dude. She's out. I gotta bring up the right one.
Okay.
You want to just look at the chat for me, Leo, while I'm doing this? Make sure I don't
sure. Where did you leave off?
Damn, all the way up here.
For real, huh?
I'm just
I know. It's like super.
There's nothing highlighted.
Not really. I just hope Kubiak doesn't get fired. If they go 0-17, he needs time right. That should
crazy.
That shouldn't happen. Though, either way,
shit,
we're talking about a rookie coach with the rookie quarterback. Like,
I don't even like that bad juju. That's bad juju.
Yeah, big Lex said we gonna win the West. We gonna win the West. That's hard,
completely
man.
Two fucking opposite sides of the spectrum.
Opposite ends, right? Right? Yeah, players call Kubiak the silent killer. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
All right, I think I got the right one now.
You got it?
No. It's still loading, but I think I got the right one this time.
He said 100% players are going to want to come because of our new coaching staff, but we have to be smart about it. That's true, man. We always got to be smart about it, especially when you're bringing someone to Vegas. Yeah. You don't want somebody to fall asleep at a drive-thru and have their car tilting like that, huh, Nate? We don't want that shit to happen again.
Didn't
you talking about Snowden?
Snowden. Remember Snowden?
Yeah. Didn't Khalil Mack fall asleep in a drive-thru? One of our players fell asleep in a drive-thru for sure, bro. Was it Khalil? All these motherfuckers did. I forget. Man, no, I think it was Darren McFadden, bro. After he played for the Raiders, like after he was retired, this motherfucker fell asleep in the drive-thru.
Really?
Yeah, and his car was still in drive or some shit.
See, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't Mac. I think it was Darren McFadden.
Hey, not Mac. Never.
Nate Hobbs got that fucking speeding ticket in Vegas. So Nate Hobbs got like 2 speeding tickets in Vegas, going like over 100 miles an hour.
Hummer says, I think Mark learned a lot from the WNBA team. He learned to step back and let the pros do what pros do. So he just signs the fat checks and is trying to get. Hey, he's staying out of it. I see less Mark in the news than I see Tom Brady. I see Tom Brady more than I see Mark.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been quiet lately, bro.
Yeah, I don't think Mark Davis. I don't think his detriment is his business knowledge. I think he knows all about the business. I just think he's wanted to be too much like his father. You know, he wanted to be the judge, jury, and executioner for the Raiders, even though he don't know shit about football. I think
he can't be all that.
Yeah, I think the fact that you've seen him when Kubiak was in his press conference, you guys seen him. He was sitting in the crowd for the first time in any coach he's ever introduced. He wasn't up on the podium with them. I like that. Yeah, me too. I think that goes a long way with what we're going to be, because he just needs to takes a step back. You don't know about football, bro, and that's fine. You don't have to.
You don't have to.
Make money. Make money. That's all we need you to do.
All right. So are we ready?
Yeah.
Play a little game. This is something that I saw on Facebook today, and I'm like, oh, this is
not
gonna
Notre
work.
Dame Stadium.
Doesn't matter. It's close enough. So we're gonna.
Oh my God!
The Max Crosby trade game.
Boo.
Okay.
I do. I say no to all of them.
I say yes to damn near everything.
So
game over.
Is this Josh's?
Pay attention. Shut up.
Is it Josh's or is it Joe's? Because they had different proposals.
Huh?
Was this from Josh's or is this from Joe's?
This is from JetGPT.
Don't worry about it.
Come on.
Sit tight, zip the lip, and listen. All right.
Okay.
So it's Max Crosby trade game. All right. So these are your options. The Raiders say no, do the deal, or we need more picks. Okay. So
wouldn't that be the same as saying no?
I think no is just outright like no, we don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, gotta be so fucking technical.
I'm just saying. If I'm saying I need more picks, that means I'm telling you no. But okay.
All right, great.
So
I'm going to present the trade scenarios. You're going to see them on the screen here, and again, those are the options. So here comes number one. Okay.
Let me pay attention.
So Chicago Bears.
No.
We receive Roma Duze.
Oh, Duze.
2020. I didn't make these up. Okay.
I know you didn't.
So we receive Roma Duze. We get the 2026 first round and second round, and the Bears get Max Crosby.
What number is their pick this year?
Like 28 or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say 28.
Oh, so we wouldn't be able to get more.
But keep in mind,
maybe
hold on. We still get to keep our first round pick. So
I know that.
We have ours.
Let you told us to be quiet. Let
me think about it.
We're thinking out loud, bro.
I don't need
do it.
About this shit.
To every contestant, do it.
Odunze is a beast, bro. Odunze is a fucking dog. That alone to me is crazy.
I don't think they're not gonna offer him. It's the offer is DJ Moore.
That's what I'm saying. That's why this makes this more
I'm not saying
enticing.
yes to DJ Moore.
I'll say yes to Odunze. Yeah. And you still got Odunze on a rookie contract.
Exactly. Whoa.
You're jumping ahead,
No,
bro.
I don't worry.
Yeah.
You fucked up.
So what are you guys doing? So the chat's kind of mixed. You got saying yes, some saying.
I would say yes to this
no,
one because you get a
Deal.
Dunze, you get an extra first rounder,
no.
right? And then you get another
Yep.
second rounder.
And Romo Dunze was a fucking pretty.
He was a fucking
he was
high.
around too,
Yes.
bro.
Yeah.
Like
He was
upper,
like
upper
13?
second half of the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah, upper second
It
half.
was like top 15 pick, bro.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That means
All
you're getting a top 15 pick, the 28th pick, and you're going to get a prime second round pick. So
Yeah.
Actually, there's quite a few in here. Say I knew Coach was going to say yes. So Coach is going to say yes if we said a bag of fucking Twizzlers, because I know he wants to trade Max so bad.
Damn, not even Red Vines. He'll go for the off-brand, the Twizzlers.
Twizzlers?
Fuck.
hey man, stop disrespecting Twizzlers like that, man. I fuck with Twizzlers, dog.
Yeah, really.
No Twizzler slander
love
on this
Coach.
show, my friend. This is about the Raiders.
So this is where it gets interesting. I did this after the
Rome was
fact.
9th overall.
Okay.
Damn.
So
Damn.
this is the offer, okay? And this is what I did with those picks. So I did an actual mock draft.
Oh, here we go.
No. Hear me out. Okay. You're not gonna hate it. I guarantee you're not gonna hate it.
I don't know.
You
So
can't
here-
guarantee that. You can't
Here's
guarantee
the
that.
trade. Here's the draft picks made after the trade. So in every
I hate it.
aspect, I still take Mendoza first. Okay. But this is what I did with those extra picks. So this is the one from the Bears. All right. So
Oh, yeah, I'm taking
Mendoza, take Caleb Banks with the Bears pick. I still take Rodriguez at number 36. Then I take Anthony Hill at number 57, which is the other Bears pick. And then with our original 67, I only did the first 3 rounds. I didn't do a full draft. I take the center from Kansas State, that kid Hetch. I liked him
Yeah,
a
I'm
lot.
doing that. I'm not even thinking twice about
Yeah,
it. Dude. And
that's
we
not
have
bad.
so we got Fernando Mendoza, Romo
And
Dunze,
Roma Dunze.
Caleb
Yeah.
Banks, Jacob Rodriguez, Anthony Hill, Sam Heck, just for Max. You know
Well,
what
for
I'm
Max, you get a Dunze, Caleb Rogers, Anthony.
saying? And we
Hill.
have a second round pick next year. Oh no, that was this year. My bad. That's
No,
this year.
that was just this year.
Yeah,
That was
that's
this year.
57. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
would
that-
I don't know
still
about the
say yes.
mock draft. I think the picks, the potential of the picks for sure.
Right.
I would say yes to this, but again, I don't think Roma Dunze in any world.
Well,
would
this
get
is
offered.
you have to keep. This is just saying if he was part of the trade.
This
Right,
is just
right.
to give
Yeah,
you an idea of
I would
what we
rather
could
do
turn-
that than DJ Moore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I know
exactly. That
everybody
makes
in
more
fucking the
fucking
world would
sense,
rather
bro.
do that shit.
Yeah,
Again, the
1,000%.
main reason I did this is it at least gives you an idea as to what we could turn those picks potentially. It doesn't mean it's exactly going to be what I picked. It's just that that's what was there when it came time to pick. And I went with the
And-
BPA as much as I
And
could.
Nathan does not like your projection. Yeah.
I don't know about your picks. Yeah.
I told you, best player available. That's what was there. You know, I went a little bit higher for Rodriguez at that point.
I was about to say Rodriguez wasn't best player available. Yeah.
He was still in the second round on that, and but
Yeah,
not
but he
that,
wasn't
not at
best.
36. He
Not
was
at
like at the
36.
tail end of the round too.
Him and
Yeah.
Anthony
I like
together
Hill.
would be sick,
Yeah.
though.
That would
I
be
like Hill
nasty.
too. Yeah.
Well,
That
I
would be
looked at it
nasty.
this way. If we're getting rid of Max, so I want to rebeef the defense, obviously. So I wanted the defensive tackle, and I wanted to make sure we get 2 good linebackers out of this, and I still wanted to address something in the offensive line. So that's why I went with Hetch. So I went with that based on we don't get Linderbaum.
And I'm using this in my head as we move along with this game. That if we got rid of Max, we sign Hendricks.
Or if Anthony Hill wasn't available, Messidor.
I was gonna say, yeah. Where's Messidor?
Yeah.
I'm surprised he haven't picked him.
Hey,
I
leave
didn't-
Jeff's
I
picks
didn't-
alone, bro.
The reason I didn't take him
But I'm
was
not mad at it though.
I read up, he's going to be 25, so he's coming in older already, and he's got a little bit of a history with injuries. So I wanted to kind of stay away from that. I wanted to go for players that actually didn't have a history with injuries. So anyway,
To the next one.
yeah, I like Hetch too. All right, so this is the next one.
He plays
The
guard
Buffalo
too, doesn't
Bills.
he? Hetch?
Mhm.
He's guard
Any
and
center can
isn't
play
he?
guard.
Yeah.
It's center transition from center to guard is easy.
This one is
Easier. So
I
this is what we
I
get
saw
from
this one. I like this one.
Buffalo Bills. So we get Ed Oliver.
Ed
We get
Oliver.
their 2026 first round in their second round this year. They get Max Crosby.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go freeze your nuts off, Max.
You like Ed Oliver?
We could have took Ed Oliver the year we took Cleveland Farrell. I wanted Ed Oliver that fucking year, dude. Nope, we took Cleveland Farrell instead. Yep, dude. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm playing spoiler. I'm damn near gonna say trade Max to any of these things, dude.
Yeah, I would take Ed Oliver for that.
Unless you offer me the most underwhelming offer of all time, I'm taking it, dude.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That doesn't seem underwhelming to me. Yeah.
Ed Oliver would be a huge part if we were to switch to a 3-4 defense.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at that neither. And Ed Oliver, he might not be a fucking all pro, but he's an extremely productive interior defensive lineman and has been since he joined the league. So
most of the chat's saying no on this one. What are you guys saying? Leo, you say yes.
I say no, but
I don't like this one.
No.
I don't know. I don't think it's well, and I don't think they would give up Ed Oliver, to be honest.
Well, they weren't gonna give up a Doomsday either.
No,
they weren't gonna give up a Doomsday neither. Going back to Nate's point.
Yeah, this is all on ifs, bro. Yeah.
All right. Well, here's what I did.
Oh, here we go.
So this is what I did with that one. Again, I took Mendoza.
Of course, he took.
I took Fano
tackles
with that first pick. All right. Then I took Caden McDonald at nose tackle, who's damn good. He's up there. Then I went with Mason Thomas as a defensive end, and then I took Skylar Bell from UConn as the wide receiver because that wasn't a wide receiver included. We were getting Ed Oliver, so I figured, all right, so I'm going to go offensive line first and then go from there.
Yeah.
I like the trade, but not what you did.
Yeah.
No,
if we're giving
again, like, this gives you an idea of where we're going to fall. So at 25, you can still get a 26. You can still get a guy like Fanu, who's probably going to be one of the higher rated offensive linemen in this draft too.
I'm surprised
I think he's going higher.
He was at 26.
Yeah,
exactly.
Your mock fucked up, Jeff.
It's very true.
All I says it doesn't have enough.
It's very true.
100%.
I got money, Chuck. Negative Nelly. God damn.
Now on this one, you lost me on the draft picks. All right.
So here's this one: Dallas Cowboys. We get the
that's 2 first rounders, bro.
That's the best trade available.
That's the best one. Yeah, this is the best one so far.
That's 2 first rounders.
You didn't even have to finish getting to the goddamn thing. Yes.
I think I'm more worried about what Jeff picked with 12 and 20.
Yeah, bro, that's what exactly I picked. That's exactly
didn't see it. With that Buffalo one, Ben, this is what I took.
Ooh.
Oh, that's the Buffalo one.
I'll let you guys.
That's a Buffalo one.
Again, you're hitting Fano that low, bro. That's crazy.
No, that was the one we just seen. That was the one.
Okay. All right.
I'm just curious to see what Jeff did with 12.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. Yeah.
Right.
This one I say yes to. Though.
Not enough.
We've got a super chat in the house from Aunt Six.
Hey, what's up, Oz?
And he's basically saying,
I'll say it for him. He said
Dustin,
Ozzy, Cortez, and Sultan. That's from Aunt. I fuck with Dustin, Ozzy, Cortez, and I ain't gonna lie, Sultan. He said he was gonna whoop my ass and all kind of shit. No drama shit, but yeah, fuck those guys.
Thanks, Aunt Six, for the $5.
Enjoy your 3-day weekend, Aunt Six.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Enjoy that.
All right.
I just want to see what you did. I'm going like insane.
Yeah, what did you do?
I do say yes.
All right.
26 and 60 too low. What are you talking about, Arnie?
For the trade you just did.
The previous trade, I think you're talking about. Yeah.
Well, again, I didn't make those up. I didn't make any of these up.
No, Josh did.
Yeah, these were. Yeah, that's. You know what? I think that is where I got that from.
Yeah.
So Lecky's saying yes on this one. Al doesn't answer. He just says he hates the Cowboys. Hummer still says no. 3 first, absolutely.
That's not 3. That's
trade it fucking
2.
Quickly. Okay.
Well, he wants 3 first.
Oh, he wants 3. Okay.
The 3 first.
I would just add a second or third to that.
Right.
I look at it like this, bro. I said this shit like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. If there's one team that's going to offer us multiple first round picks, I think it's going to be Dallas.
Oh yeah, Jerry will love him.
The reason why I think it's going to be Dallas is if you guys remember, there was a fucking report that was legit report that Dallas reached out for Max Crosby like 2 or 3 years ago, and we said no.
I remember
at the time. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys are coming off a year where they just got 2 first-round picks for Micah Parsons. You know what I mean? So they're probably going to look at it like, well, fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and take those 2 first-round picks that I got from Micah, and I'm going to go ahead and use them for fucking Max. And Max, if you guys don't know, he's originally from Texas. He went to fucking
I just found out
to college in Michigan.
Yeah.
I thought he was from Michigan, but he's from Texas.
Yeah, so there's a lot of ties between Dallas and Max Crosby, and there has been for
and
years.
he rarely talks about being from Texas.
Yeah,
He talks about it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if there's one team that I think will offer
Texas tattoo in his thigh.
first, because they might just look at it like a trade-off.
I haven't looked at Max thighs as hard as you have.
They may look at it like this: we're trading Micah Parsons, who obviously is disgruntled and don't want to play here. We're going to trade him. Obviously, it was between 3 teams, right? But at the end of the day, it's pretty much going to be they traded 2 first, and for Micah got 2 first. I'm going to trade them same 2 first for Max, so it's a trade-off. Like they traded Micah for Max. I think that's how they're going to look at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's cheaper too because they're getting Max on the deal that we got him at.
And Max Crosby's on a treat.
On that one.
Max Crosby's on a cheaper deal than what they would have had to pay Micah.
Yeah.
Coach said, did Nate really just say what I think he said? Why? What did you say? I must have missed it.
I said he has a huge Texas tattoo on his thigh.
Damn.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
I didn't know that either, bro.
It's like yeah.
Fun fact from Nate.
Yeah.
No, Max ain't from Flint.
Coach is calling you out, man.
Yeah, he did. He said that, bro. He said that. All right, let's see what you did, man.
All right, so here's what we did.
Yeah.
Now we're liking it. Now we're liking it.
Nate approves.
I actually like that one more than the
honest,
Buffalo one.
I do like that one. Yeah,
it's
I
probably
like that
your
one,
best
bro.
mock draft so far.
Yeah.
Without Makai Lemon, it's probably your best.
Yes, I think you hit it out of the park, Jeff.
So this is obviously, like I said, I took Mendoza every time because I didn't want anybody bitching at me, and I figured we're getting the extra draft picks. I'm not again. I am not all. If we trade Max and we get like this deal from the Cowboys, then we stick with number 1 and we take Mendoza because we're gaining 2 more first-round picks. Oh, hell yeah. Because look at what we can do with this.
Right.
You know,
right.
so you get Mendoza, you get your wide receiver, you get your defensive tackle, you get your linebacker that everybody wants, and then we still can get Gunker.
Yeah, I like that one.
Well, you know, what is wrong with that? I think that would be one hell of a follow-up.
I'm gonna be real with y'all, bro. Now that we're like through all like most of these trade proposals, I honestly think Max Crosby's value is a 1st and 2nd round pick. I don't think he has a 2 first-round pick value.
No, not especially after the injuries.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Not just this injury. I mean, it's he's missed multiple games for multiple seasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And on top of the fact that Max Crosby's game in terms of like his bag of moves is extremely thin, bro. Like if he can't win you with speed of the outside and you counter his spin move, dude, he's pretty much boxed. On top of the fact that he's fucking about to hit 30 years old. So I proposed this question before on my channel. Do you think the Raiders will get more? You guys think the Raiders would get more for Max Crosby than what we gave up for Devontae Adams from the Packers? And I don't think we will, because Devontae Adams, when we got him from the Packers, was in the prime of his career. He was an All-Pro.
Remember you gave up what, 1st and a 2nd? Right?
We got a 1st and a 2nd and got for Devontae. And he was an All-Pro. Max Crosby, I love Max, but I'm extremely critical of all of our high-paid players. He's never been an All-Pro ever in his career. He's been a 2nd-team All-Pro, never been a 1st-team All-Pro. So outside of the Dallas Cowboys, I think the Raiders are going to get a 1st and 2nd. That's what they're at most, and maybe a player at most. But that 2 first-round it's out.
Damn,
but this is Jerry Jones we're talking about. He is totally unpredictable. He could pull something like this. That's the thing.
He may fuck around, give us 2 firsts and a 2nd. The Raiders may get more from Dallas than they will any other team. On top of the fact that Dallas and the Raiders, the Jones and the Davis family, have a rich history with one another, bro. Like we've always scratched each other's back in the past too, bro. You know what I'm saying? They've had a lot of our former players with Amari Cooper and Darren McFadden. They've had a lot of our old
Jerry Jones is the guy who's made Dak Prescott the highest paid quarterback.
So no, I'm with you.
So Jerry Jones just does whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, Yeah, he's pretty much reached the Al Davis level of senile at this point.
Yeah.
All right. So there's more. I didn't do a draft for this one.
Woo! You get it the first round next year? I saw that one.
Yeah.
I saw that one.
I didn't like this one, so I didn't even bother doing it because I'm like, nah. I wouldn't even
you didn't
entertain
want
this.
to do it. It's the fucking Patriots.
Yeah, you know what.
But on top of that, still, I don't like that. I don't like that trade.
No, I don't like what
Give
we
me a vote first.
I don't like what we
I
would get for it.
I feel like Max Crosby is better than anybody that we would draft at 31. And if the Patriots are good next year, he's going to be better than anybody you could draft twice at 31 or 30. So yeah, no.
Yeah, this is a hard pass. So here's where it gets a little interesting.
Those weren't the fucking chaos ones? Are you serious?
No, Nathaniel, they weren't.
Oh my
There's
god.
crazier ones.
So these are the chaos ones. I did not do drafts for these. Okay. So this is just going to be a simple yes, no, or we need more if we're going to do it. Okay.
6-team trade.
Some of these are going to probably trigger some people, unfortunately. Okay. So here's the first one. So the Lions trade with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did not make these up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Triggering.
Yes.
So
Dude, I would be on
Really
cloud
for Lions
9 if
fans?
we made this trade, dude.
Yeah,
Like
Right?
I thought I could smoke enough weed to get on cloud 9, dude.
When
We
I
could
saw
just
this
fucking
one, I
trade,
was
dude.
like,
I'm on a
there's
whole nother
no
fucking
way.
dimension, dog.
There is no way, but yeah.
Yeah, there's no
This would be
way.
amazing.
It would be amazing. I would take it in a heartbeat.
1,000%.
But there's no way in hell. Why would they trade Aiden Hutchinson for Max Crosby when
Makes no sense. Yeah.
Aiden, the worst thing that's happened to Aiden Hutchinson is he broke his leg, and that was a clean break. He's fine. Obviously, he had a great season last year. Why would they trade somebody like him, and that's his injury issue, and take on a guy that's older, much older than him, and has a proven injury issue with surgeries and such, and still give up their 2 first-round picks, one this year and one next year? That's crazy.
I'll tell you why, because Aiden Hutchinson's going to get arrested tomorrow. Yo, Aiden Hutchinson, go do something crazy and get arrested, God damn it, like the Jets wanted fucking Fernando Mendoza to do. Go get arrested, Aiden Hutchinson, please. Thank you.
So I think this would be an overwhelming yes, but realistically, that ain't happening. Okay. Here's the next one. Houston Texans.
Dog, what the fuck? Like,
it's almost the same thing, basically.
I'm taking this 1,000 times too.
Of course, why wouldn't you? Even though the next year's is a 2nd-round pick, I would probably still do this one. This would still be a yes.
Well, Anderson,
but again, it's one of those that ain't gonna happen. No. It's basically.
Oh my god!
That's what I was saying. What the fuck,
bro? Will Anderson? Oh my god,
that shit troll.
You know what? I would even throw in Geno Smith for them.
Oh god, just free for the free ski.
Take him for free.
Tyree. Let's give him Tyree. All right, here's the next one.
Funny.
We finally get the guy back that we wanted. We should have drafted.
This one just hurts.
Nah, that was like fuck you
this
guys.
One just hurts.
That's why I said some of these might trigger people. So this one might be the first trigger. The next one might be even more.
Yeah, that's bullshit, bro. Because I remember going to that draft. We took Tyree, bro. My top 3 players that I wanted was Devin Witherspoon. Shouts to Devin Witherspoon. I didn't think he'd get as drafted as high as he did by Seattle. I wanted Devin Witherspoon to 1, Jalen Carter number 2, and Christian Gonzalez number 3. And guess what? All those motherfuckers done played in the Super Bowl, and we're stuck with the one bum motherfucker, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, I would take Jalen Carter in a fucking heartbeat, dude.
Yeah, I wanted him too.
But he's always been a Raider. Remember that story? He was a Raider in high school. He was a Raider in college.
I don't give a fuck. So was Michael Crabtree, and we didn't draft him.
Oh, fuck.
You know,
Michael Crabtree was a Raider in high school and college, and we fucking took Darius Hayward bum-ass bait.
Money Chuck says this, and actually, I've kind of heard rumblings of Philly being like wanting to be super aggressive and do something. And I wouldn't put it past their GM because look what this guy's done with this team since he's been there. How much that team has been. He's a mover. He doesn't sit back and wait for shit.
If they give me a 1st-round pick and that stud-ass outside linebacker that they got, I take him, dude.
I know. I can tell you where I would bet money Max is going if I was a betting person like that.
Where,
Where you got him going?
To the Rams.
No. But they just traded away one of their first round picks.
They don't give a fuck about first round picks.
Yeah, dude, they haven't given a fuck about first round picks since they got Jalen Ramsey originally.
Disclaimer: Nathan hates the Rams.
Exactly.
So you know. So okay.
you know where if I had to be a betting man, you know where I think Max Crosby's gonna go to the fucking Bears, dude.
I mean, I would like that. I'm not.
And the Bears are gonna get Khalil Mack and Max Crosby, bro, from us. They're gonna take both of our pass rushers.
I think we get the last first round pick from the Rams. They give us a little more sweeteners, second or third or whatever it may be. And he gets to a preferred destination of his. He loves Los Angeles. He said it multiple times on his podcast how much he enjoys being in LA. And
but he was from the Bay.
The Bay, yeah. The Bay. I just think the Rams are extremely aggressive in trade negotiations as well. So I think
they got another first round pick this year.
Yep.
Yeah, they still have another.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Then I'd put my money on them too because they done already proved they're trying to go win now because they just traded for McDuffie.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what better way to tell the National Football League that you're trying to win right now than go to get McDuffie and Max Crosby with both of your first round picks?
Yep. Exactly.
And I ain't gonna lie, Max Crosby and McDuffie, dude, proven talent over non-proven talent with first round picks. That's what the Rams do. They've historically done that since McVay's been there, dude. They don't give a fuck about picks. Go back, like I said, back to the Ramsey shit, bro. One of the first players they ever traded a first round pick for when McVay was there was Ramsey.
Yep.
And they do it. They did it with Brandon Cooks. I think they traded a first round picks for Brandon Cooks a long ass time ago when he originally left New England the first time. So they do that shit. So yeah, I wouldn't be against that neither. They probably would. And he'd be the fuck out of our conference. So I'd definitely be cool with that too.
Yeah, I think they have the 18 from the Falcons this year, which is a pretty good pick at 18.
I thought it was 13.
13. Even better.
13. Yeah.
Even better.
Yeah, all right, so here's the next one.
No. Oh God. Oh God.
So sick, but fuck, dude.
Chris Jones is
hate that. He's not as good anymore.
Not as good anymore.
Like 2 years ago.
Intriguing.
Yes, exactly.
No, I'm going to say no.
Yeah, I'd say no just out of spite that it's the Chiefs. They go fuck themselves.
I would definitely not want to send a prime Max Crosby or a so-called prime Max Crosby to Kansas City. Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, fuck that.
No. So Money Chuck says, would you take AJ Brown in their first this year from Philly?
Fuck no. AJ Brown.
AJ Brown?
No, Brown either.
Yeah, he's leaving anyways. He's done already made it pretty much fucking publicly clear that he don't.
I agree. I forgot to. Yeah. I just put this one up. I definitely am not trading with them. Everybody's saying no. So
I hate the 49ers more than anybody in the league, but I'd rather Max Crosby go to the 49ers before he goes to the fucking Chiefs, because at least we haven't got to play him every fucking year, dude.
Yeah.
I know the Niners, from what I heard, the Niners want Max too, bro. So
yeah.
Oh, it's funny that you say that, Ben.
Oh, that's the next one.
I would do
Nick Bosa.
Yes,
I would do this in a fucking heartbeat.
Fuck yes, me too.
I love Nick Bosa
too. They can have him. Give me Nick Bosa and both your 2 first round. Yep. Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is probably what does it for me, but yeah.
I would say yeah. Yeah, you have to say yes to that.
At bare minimum, you're getting 2 first round picks. At bare minimum, you're getting 2 first round picks. At most, you're getting a first team. You're getting a first team All Pro defensive end and 2 first round picks. Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm in on that.
Exactly.
What's up, Nutty Nate? Nate says Jones is better than Crosby.
He's talking about Chandler Jones, by the way, guys.
I'll tell you what, a lot of people are saying yes on this one in the chat.
Yes.
Yeah. Dude, it's an amazing trade. That's why you call it the chaos section.
At minimum, even if Bosa's hurt, you're still getting 2 first round picks.
Tom said, fuck the Niners, but take the deal.
2 first.
Big Luck's not even answering the phone. He's not answering the phone for KC. He's not answering it for 49ers.
Oh, I'd take Fred Warner in a fucking second. Oh my God, give me Fred
either
Warner
of those.
Yeah, Fred Warner would make it better.
Also played 3 games, but I'd take it.
Yeah, Bosa's a monster, dude. He's had injury history over the last couple of years, and I hate the 49ers, dude, but fucking when he's on, bro, he's a fucking bona fide all-pro defensive end in the league, dude. And like I said, at minimum, if you don't get that, you're still getting 2 first-round picks, which I think is higher than what any other team's going to offer us for Max anyways. So
that was the last one. That was the cheat. The 49ers was the last one. So when I saw that today, I'm like, I got to do something with that. And then when I looked at the made up ones, I'm like, these are golden. So
They're all made up ones.
well, you know what I mean. I'm sorry, like not the ones that I saw in that. So
I'll be at the Raiders Niners game this year, bro. And Levi's, it's always fun when we play those motherfuckers, dude. Last time we played the Niners in Vegas, I was at that game, dude. That was a great game. Fucking the Raiders should have won that shit, bro.
With
That was the game where that was
City
got benched. Colt Miller. Speaking of Nick Bosa, Nick Bosa won that game because Nick Bosa completely destroyed Colt Miller on that last play, dude. So, no, it's not in Mexico, Alpha Kasi. It's at Levi's. It's in the Bay.
Chris Jones is dominant. Crosby is good.
Yeah, I wouldn't be out on that trade, Nutty Rarely, except for the fact that it's Kansas City, dude, and we're gonna be getting rid of a young, like I won't say he's young, but he's a lot younger than Chris Jones for fucking an old ass player.
And we're gonna face him twice a year.
Yeah,
on top
and he's
of
gonna
that.
want to whoop our ass twice. Yeah, fuck all that. There's too many fucking hypotheticals.
Because you know he would get up for that game. He would. That would be the game that he would have, like, you know, his best ever games is against us.
Like when fucking Khalil Mack plays this dude when he's on the Chargers. That motherfucker gets up for that motherfucking game.
Frank says Bosa would fit the 3-4 better than Max.
Yeah, I agree with that. Even though he's more of a 4-3, even in college, bro. But I feel like when I heard the 3-4 move, bro, I immediately, and this is not because I'm super critical of Max, I instantly realized Max Crosby's not a fit for a 3-4, dude. He's not a stand-up outside linebacker. I don't think he's gonna have the same get off hand in the dirt. There's not too many players that can do that, dude. Khalil Mack is a few players that can transition from defensive end, outside linebacker, and do it at a high level. Khalil Mack was a first-team All-Pro at 2 different positions. So I think we'll get that from Max Crosby.
So Jason Marshall said he's going to the game in the Bay, coming from Denver.
Yeah, man, that's a game,
bro.
That's a Civil War game, dude. That's a Civil War game, bro. There's gonna be nothing but fights at that motherfucking game.
Well, that's what Myra said. She goes, "There's gonna be a lot of fights
for sure. Motherfuckers from the Bay know what time it is when the Raiders and the Niners play, dude. Whoever wins, it don't matter who the fuck fights on the field, dude. There's gonna be a million fights in the parking lot. So that shit happens during preseason games. Imagine when this shit counts. Pew pew. So, I'm excited for that game too because Clint Kubiak knows how to beat the fucking 49ers too, bro.
Yep.
I'm excited for that, and he's on our side. So, I mean, there's a reason why they stopped the Niners and the Raiders from playing each other in the preseason for like a decade, dude.
Yeah, right.
They banned that shit. They're like, in the regular season, they're not playing. So, motherfuckers get real life killed over that motherfucking shit, even in the preseason, dude. Motherfuckers don't play, dude. It's definitely different. Don't nobody else. Bro, I hate the Niners so fucking much, bro. I rooted for Kansas City in 2 Super Bowls because of them. And that makes me hate them even more. I wouldn't choose any team over to I wouldn't choose the Niners to win any fucking game in the world, dude, especially a goddamn Super Bowl. I don't give a fuck if it's the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Broncos. The Niners can't win, bro. And that's what makes me hate them even more, bro. They made me root for the Chiefs in 2 Super Bowls. Fuck them. Fuck them, dude.
So let me ask you guys this. Obviously, we didn't franchise tag anybody. Is there anybody on the roster that you think we should have franchise tagged?
No, absolutely not. Yeah.
Maybe Eric Stokes.
Not even him. Nah.
Just because I don't want to lose him.
Yeah.
Just curious to see where you guys' heads were on that. Because I don't think it was anybody.
Franchise tags are like higher market value.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you get Stokes on a cheaper deal.
Yeah, so as much I'd like to have Stokes, we had to make him pay like a top. We'd have him like top 10 market.
Well, it's an average. Yeah, it's a salary based on the top. I think was a top 10 average in that position or whatever. So, which is why like people complaining about. I talked about it last night. People complaining like, how come Baltimore didn't? First of all, they couldn't, and if they did, they would have priced them out of their own fucking for the future because they would have forced their hand to have to pay him money of a left tackle basically because they lump all the offensive linemen into one group. You know,
last player that we
market for centers and tackles and guards. They're all offensive linemen.
Last franchise tag eligible player that we didn't franchise tag was Josh Jacobs. So
Yeah, we should have.
But we don't get speaking of franchise tag though, we don't really get players like that we draft that are worthy of franchise tags. You know what I mean? That's something that the luxury of teams that
Or if we do, we don't keep them.
And 5th-year option. That's another thing with Josh Jacobs that we didn't do. We didn't give him the 5th-year option, and we didn't franchise tag him.
That was
That's
so
the fucking
dumb.
craziest decision ever.
The double slap in the face. I love Ashton, bro, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was a huge Josh Jacobs guy as well.
So I got just a couple of things I wanted to do here before we kind of close this out. This is where we're going to get to know a little bit more about Raider Ben. So I'm going to ask you some questions, Ben, just for you, and they're going to be quick, rapid fire ones. So first question: all-time favorite Raider?
Jack Tatum.
Favorite Raiders moment?
Tuck rule.
The Khalil Mack game in Oakland versus Carolina, where he picked
that one we picked it off.
Pick 6 Cam Newton.
Favorite Raiders jersey ever?
Charles Woodson.
Okay. Who is your most underrated Raider in history?
That's a good one, dude. In history, fuck, dude, that's a good one. Darren McFadden, because his injury history. Thought Darren McFadden, if he would have been able to shake that turf toe, he'd have been one of the best running backs to ever play in the history of the game. Period. Not just for the Raiders.
Okay, I can live with that one, definitely. One current Raider you would build the team around?
Brock Bowers.
Yeah, that's a smart one too, I think. Can't go wrong with that one.
Ain't much to pick from. That ain't much to pick from.
No, especially if Max is out of here too. Anyway, what's your favorite Raiders rival to beat? Who's your favorite team to beat?
The 49ers.
From the Bay. From the Bay. Yeah.
See, for me, it's New England. So yeah,
we're all gonna have. You're from New England.
Yeah, look, I know Nate's is going to be the Rams. You know, Leo, what would be yours?
Mine is the Broncos, but it's recently becoming. It's becoming the Chiefs because of their recent success. But for me, it's always the Broncos. The Broncos.
Well, I think for you, you got family that are all Chiefs fans too?
Yeah, I do. My brother.
So that's a little extra for you. Just like for me, like. Everybody's like, "Oh, you must hate all the AFC West teams." No, my number one team that I can't stand the most is the Patriots. They're the ones. That's my biggest one. The other three pale in comparison to how much I dislike the Patriots and their obnoxious fans. Favorite game day food?
Beef jerky.
That's so random.
Really, right?
I don't gotta cook nothing, bro. I can go grab a big ass bag of beef jerky and be full off a bag of beef jerky, dog.
When you mean game day, you mean like at home or at the game?
Oh, that's a good question.
At home.
At home.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm just gonna like try to grab something for a game, I always get a bag of fucking beef jerky, bro. The fucking which brand too? It's a particular brand I get to. None of that Jack Link's bullshit. That shit's ass.
You get the alien jerky from
it has the white Old Trapper. It's got to be Old Trapper.
I see.
Oh yeah, that's Old Trapper.
Yeah, Old Trapper's a go-to for game.
You know what? You know what it is for me, Nathan?
Those
hot dogs outside of the stadium after the game.
Hot dog.
The bacon wrapped hot dogs were that.
Yep. Every fucking time I have to have one, bro. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this one. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You good?
I was gonna say if it's not at home, if you're at the stadium, what are you picking?
Probably a glizzy.
It's hard to pass.
Somebody said that
Always
in the
my
chat
go-to
already.
when I'm at a game, bro. It's like a hot dog. Simple and easy, dog.
Yeah, I get the ones outside, bro.
And I can one hand it, so I can have my glizzy and my beer.
What's up, Sal? Let's see. All right. Next question.
No, that makes sense.
One draft prospect you secretly hope the Raiders get
this year.
Yeah.
I want to get one of them wide receivers from that Mendoza play with. Either Cooper
or Surratt.
Surratt's probably gonna be a first round pick. If that, as much as I know I don't know, bro. Like I don't think it's a wide receiver is a huge need, but I want to get some familiarity with him, either him or that center in like the 3rd or 4th round. His center he play with.
Oh yeah, he's good as fuck.
Yeah, I just want I don't really know too much about college, but I know if I was going to draft any of these kids, I'd want to draft some other kids from Indiana that fucking Mendoza has familiarity with.
Yeah.
So this one's going to be a fun one, I think, for you to answer. What's the most intense Raiders game you've ever watched, whether it be in person at the stadiums or at home on TV?
Intense.
This one.
How can I? So like, like it pissed me off. Like a game that pissed me off real bad, or
just the most intense, like the most intense game.
The last intense game I was at, bro, was fucking when the Raiders played the fucking Niners at fucking in 2014, Derek Carr's rookie year, dude.
When we beat them?
Yeah, when we beat them that year. That was probably the most intense game I've been in a long time, dude.
Like, because it meant a lot to you because it's the 49ers.
Whether it be on TV or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that game, that was a year, bro. We were shit, bro.
Yeah.
And the Niners had just come off a Super Bowl season, bro. And the Niner fans were talking hella shit, bro. And like I said, Niner Raider games are always crazy, but that one in particular for sure. Yeah.
Alpha Kasi, is that the Monday Nighter where we threw it to like Crabtree like 10 times in the end zone for the end?
I was at that game. That was a Thursday night game, but I was at that game. Yeah.
That one was hella intense.
He guessed your favorite. Yours would be the Raiders Chiefs in 2017, but he was wrong. You said 2014 game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Frank, opening day 1976.
I was a sparkle of my father.
Bro, who do we even play that day, Frank? Oh man.
But Charm City's got a good one there too. I ain't gonna lie. That game where we played Seattle where Josh.
Oh, the Josh Jacobs broke that. Yeah. You know which one else too? The one where we knocked the Chargers out of the playoffs.
Yeah, that's the one that
the one in Vegas.
Said.
Yeah.
That's where,
when we could have gone to a tie and we both would have made it. Yeah.
That one was intense.
Douchebags. Yeah. And then we
that was
the fucking Patriots game, dude, where Chandler Jones had that crazy ass play.
I was at that one actually. Yeah,
that'd have been crazy.
That was my girl's first Raider game ever. Nate was that Chandler Jones game. Yeah,
Coach said they played the Steelers opener of 76.
I was the Rams Raiders Thursday night with fucking Baker Mayfield on the Rams.
Oh Jesus!
On 3 days rest.
Yeah.
Jerry fucking Tillery, bro. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, he had like what 2 or 3 personal fouls in that game, dude.
But the one that cost us the most was the sack.
Wasn't that his first game against the Chargers after he had joined us? Like the first game against the Chargers. He had played a couple games with us, but I think that was the first time he played the Chargers since he left.
I don't know. All I know is they talk about it on this episode of The Rush this week. Leo said for me to watch it, and I watched it. It was a good one.
It was good, right? I told you.
Yeah. He had Rob Ryan sitting there with them, and it was a really good one because they talk about that in the plane ride home afterwards. So it's got a little.
You know, my favorite part of that interview was when we played the Cardinals, and they talk about Kyler and how McDaniels and them didn't want them to rush Kyler. They just wanted them to build the wall and keep him contained. And Max was like, "Fuck that, we're not doing that." Like, what kind of shit is that?
And Max Crosby got shook out of his boots.
Yeah, that shit fucking made me laugh, bro. How none of them wanted to do that shit. Yeah.
Oh, you talked about that and how elusive Baker Mayfield is too.
Yeah, they were talking about Baker.
Yeah, I want to talk about an intense game. That 2016 home opener fucking against New Orleans was pretty fucking intense too, dude, because that game set the standard for a great season for the Raiders that year too, especially the way that the Raiders went for it at the end of the game.
That was in New Orleans. Yeah, I saw that in Vegas. Yeah.
There was a lot of them. I was just thinking like a game that I had been to in person. Like I've had a shit ton of games I've been to, you know, that I've watched on TV. When I think about like games that are more memory to me, bro, or the games I actually go to. I pride myself on, you know, trying to watch my team as much as I can.
Yeah, my favorite one was the year we had to beat the Broncos to get into the playoffs, and we beat them. We came back. Costa let us
Chargers Brown some shit.
And then the next week we played Denver again for the wild card round. So then my uncle got us tickets and we won a game. So then I got to go to that game. And then after that, we were yelling, we want Buffalo, and Buffalo smacked our ass.
Remember the
That's
year
why I hate Buffalo.
We went undefeated in our division and still missed the playoffs.
Yep.
Tough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You Jackson, that shit was fucking tough.
No, when Detroit came back on us. That one was horrible. We were fucking winning that game. And then fucking
Was that the game where Calvin Johnson had the game-winning touchdown? Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody in the fucking stadium knew the ball was going to Calvin Johnson, but the Raiders for some fucking.
And we had Rolando McClain dropping back to cover the middle.
I remember Rolando McClain's rookie year, bro, when he picked up Danny Amendola and slammed his dumb ass right on the dirt infield, slammed his ass.
We had Rolando McClain covering the middle of the field deep.
Rolando McClain was a beast after he left the Raiders. When he was in Dallas, he was a monster, dude.
I think one of the ones I remember that I was pissed at was the that Monday night game with Brett Favre the day his dad died, and he just went off on us that night.
You were pissed off about that?
Because they crushed us, man. He just had like the game of a lifetime. But I mean, I get it. The emotions were high and everything. I felt bad for the guy, but Jesus Christ.
One game.
Why did it have to be us though? Why is it always us?
You saw what Alpha Kasi said. They always have their greatest games again. Look at Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton loves the Raiders.
Let's speaking of that, that's where I was getting at. One of the most embarrassing losses I ever seen, dude, is when fucking Nick Foles dropped 7 touchdowns on our
That's another one.
I remember when Nick Foles came into Oakland, bro, and dropped 7 touchdowns the week after the Riley Cooper racist remarks, dude. And Riley Cooper scored like 3 touchdowns on our dumbass, dude.
I still think the most embarrassing was losing to Jeff Saturday.
Oh.
That one was bad.
That was
because Matt Ryan ran for a fucking 20-something yard run, bro.
I don't know what's worse, losing to Jeff Saturday or our entire defense getting outran by a 40-year-old quarterback, dude.
For real.
Meek Robertson looked like he was jogging, dude.
Matt fucking Ryan outroute the defense that day, bro.
Worst game I've seen in person was the one in Philly this past season. That was horrible.
2014 off of Kasi is when fucking we got 52 skunked in London by the Rams. I think that's the game that got Dennis. What didn't the old buddy get fired that game? Dennis Allen get fired that game or something?
Yeah, we left him in England.
Yeah,
he got his own red home.
Yeah. Good luck, mate. Cheerio.
I'm so glad we don't got them shit London games no more, dude. I loved Oakland, but the downfall to Oakland, bros, they gave us all the fucking international games, dude, and took Oakland out of the fucking scenario.
So, Ben, I'm going to put you on the spot one last time. So, if you could send one message to Raider Nation about the future of this team, what would it be?
Just be patient. Just be patient, bro. I had Dirty on my show, bro, and he said, you can't teach patience to a lot of Raider fans. No. And he was kind of speaking for the older generation. And, I get that. A lot of the older generation, you guys want to get back to what the greatness is for the Raiders. But I think with the younger generation, bro, the only thing that we have to hang our hat on is the history of the team and the hope that, the Raiders are going to be great again. There's nothing since I became a fan of this team in 2004 that's gave me a reason to like the Raiders, except what the Raiders did in the past. And we're never going to get back to that, bro. Back to being a stable organization with some continuity, and you're going to have to be patient. I know we've been saying that shit for years, but that's really what it is, bro. You got to be patient and let the chips fall as they may, because the Raiders are in a position now to where, they're going to get a quarterback. They got the young coaching staff. Let them build the roster and let this team, mature before your eyes. It's going to be the best, the next opportunity we have since, watching a quarterback grow since Derek, and I'm excited for it. So you just got to be patient, bro. We're not going to be great overnight. So
very well said.
With it, yeah. If you can't be patient with it, man, it's going to be a long ship. I've seen some Raider fans. We're going to get 10 wins next year. We're going to get 11 wins next year. That mindset is going to make you really disappointed next year. I promise you that. That's why I said when this show started, my record is anywhere between 3 and 7 wins. 7 wins, I'd be fucking jumping up and down for 7 wins. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's going to be a Derek Carr rookie season. We're going to have 3 to 7 wins, and it's going to be an uphill. We'll get from, we'll probably get a win or 2 better every single year. So.
is a little patient.
Very, very well said.
Yeah.
Got the train.
Choo-choo train, dog. I don't know where he fucking came up with that shit yesterday. Out of all the things, the fucking train.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Well, he's trying to say, go ahead and get on the bandwagon, dude. Go ahead and get on the train now.
I have no ball.
That's this one.
Bruh.
Yeah, exactly, Nate.
I don't even think Nate was born when that show came out, dude.
Oh man.
I don't know if I was. I don't think I was.
I think Will was like, what the fuck is that? Last night. Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Wow.
Yeah, Will was like, what the fuck is that?
This one here is my all-time favorite, though.
Beavis and Butthead, you're missing out, dude.
Oh, yeah. This is my all-time favorite, though.
What we've got here is failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach.
Where's that from, you guys?
And that's what a lot of Raider fans are like right now, too.
Where's that from?
I couldn't tell you. I'm not gonna
See what I mean? See what I mean, Jeff?
That's what I love.
What is that?
It's from Cool Hand Luke, probably one of the greatest movies. It's a good one.
Paul Newman.
I'm not much of a movie guy. I got the attention span of an ant, dude. So I can't really watch movies.
Fuck you and your fridge, Bueno. See? Jake Morley got it. Cool Hand Luke.
There's a couple people in the chat that got it.
Yeah, Joe Morley, I think. Joe would know. What up, Joe? What's going on, brother?
So, I mean, we're almost out of here. So, Ben, what do you got going on that you want to promote? Whatever you want to say, go for it.
This week I'm gonna do on Friday. We're gonna do a free agency show. Last week we did in-house free agents that we should keep. This Friday we'll do free agents that I think the Raiders need to look at outside of the building. But outside of that, man, not much. We do our little gaming streams in the morning. Tonight we'll do some Resident Evil Rakim. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but the new Resident Evil that came out, we do like a late night horror shit where I play these fucking scary games in the dark and shit on Twitch and shit like that. So we'll do that tonight. And then yeah, man, football wise, catch me Friday nights, man, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Just Win Baby podcast, man. Raider Ben, Nutty Raider Nate, Nutty Raider Nate, Dirty, Black, and the boy Pizzo every Friday night, 8 p.m.
He was playing that the other day, and the game scared the shit out of him too. It was fucking great.
Dude, that happens. You ever play those games late at night, like in the dark? That should scare the shit out of you.
I can't play games like Resident Evil or any kind of horror games during the day. I just don't think that's right. You know what I mean? So I play at night, but yeah.
I still remember when the newest Doom game came out.
Oh Lord!
And when
Doom is sick. I remember playing
the newest one, the most recent one.
Yeah,
that came out, and you would turn into a corner, look into a corner, but it'd be all black. And as soon as you put your flashlight on it, that's when it would jump out at you. And the first time that happened to me, I literally I dropped my controller out of my hand because it scared the fuck out of me because I wasn't expecting that. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, good time.
Jay, what do you got going on this week? Anything?
No, not really. We'll see what happens if something happens, something news drops up go on, but taking the weekend off.
And Leo, what do you got coming up?
The rest of the week, nothing. Monday, like I told you, we'll be coming back with our new season of Puro Raider podcast. So me, Chona, Raquel will be back. Hopefully Queen V will be able to join us, but we'll be back Mondays at 7. Get the new season started with the free agency since it's the tampering period starts that day. Mm-hmm. So we'll hopefully see what goes on that day and then bringing that shit out. Mm-hmm.
Nate and I will be on tomorrow night for Raiders Coast to Coast. We're going to have a special guest on with us tomorrow night. We're going to have 805 on with us.
You're going to have Bob! The homie Bob is going to be on the show.
We'll definitely get into more of the his take on the combine and what he's looking for. And, with free agents and a little bit of draft talk too.
Make sure you let him know how tall Mekhi Lemon actually is there, Nathaniel.
Bro's 5'12".
Nate, besides tomorrow, you got anything else coming up that you're working with? Or?
I don't honestly, but I am going to be doing a live a solo stream pretty soon. I don't know what day I wanted to do it yet. It might be either next Friday or Saturday.
The solo stream again?
Yeah.
People say they miss your gaming streams.
I know. I do have to get back into that.
Yeah.
I think once the draft is over and everything, it kind of settles a little bit. That might be.
Yeah.
Fucking girlfriends take up all your time. I'm like, God damn, girl, I gotta go live. Shit.
Let's get married. Then they leave you alone. Then they just go in the other room.
I got lives to do.
Leave me alone.
I'll be on tomorrow night with. I'll be on tomorrow night with Nate. Friday night I'll be on with No Huddle. The phone number is pinned right here underneath me, so you can call now, leave a voicemail for Friday night or Saturday night. Remember, Friday night's open to all fans of all NFL teams. It's not strictly a Raider show. Saturday night is Raider Nation Voices with myself and Jason Downs, where we take phone calls and we talk Raiders football on Saturday night. It's a fun. That was fun. I like doing that one. You guys got anything else? You good?
I'm good.
Nope. I just know once free agency hits and once free agency hits, we'll have a lot more to talk about, bro. Because in the draft's right around the corner, so it's been dry. But I think the next 3 to 6 weeks is gonna be a lot of shit to talk about, bro. And there was a report that had came out from, I think it was Dov Kleeman or some shit, that he talked to multiple NFL insiders, and they said that a couple of them believe that Max Crosby will be traded the next coming days. And
believe it.
If that happens, I will be live. I will be live if it happens.
And what happens if he doesn't?
I'll see you Friday.
I honestly, I think it's going to happen. I think he's gone. I really do.
Oh, you want him to be gone. But like dude say, don't believe the hype, bro.
I believe it when I see it, man.
Exactly.
Before we play the outro real quick, one more time for our guy Leo and his Notre Dame fanism.
Hey Nathan, fuck you.
You shut that screen right.
I don't want to be associated with that song.
Yeah, I got nothing else. So thank you everybody for being here tonight and spending the last 2 hours with us. Ben, thank you, my guy, coming in here and spending the night with us, man. This has been fun. You've had some great takes. Everybody's had some great takes. Shout out to everybody that gave super chats tonight. I appreciate you all, and to all the moderators out there too. Thank you all for everything you do for all our channels. We appreciate you guys 100%. And as I always say, everybody, stay safe and go Raiders.
Go Raiders.
Hey.
Raider Nation. It's time to connect. Leo, Jay, Nate, Jeff, Ryan. Yeah, silver and black. The crew is insane. Breaking down the madness before you can blink. Another week, wow, another storyline. But the Raider connection keeps it all in line. From Vegas lights to the East Coast grind, we talk that truth, no filter, no rewind. Four voices strong, so buckle in tight. It's time to bring the nation to life tonight. This is the Raider Connection Show, where the silver and black stories flow. Leo, J, Nate, and Jeff on go, breaking every play down blow by blow. R-N-4-L, you already know. Welcome to the Raider Connection Show. Leo with the facts, breaking down the scene. Jay brings a fire, keeping takes real mean. Nate on the road with the vibe and the view. And Jeff swings heavy when the nation needs truth. Wins or losses, we show up proud. Raising Raider Nation, loud and loud. Hit that chat, pull up, don't wait. This is family, this is connection, this is fate. Silver shields up, the energy grows. Four voices united everywhere that it goes. Every first down, every heartbreak hit. Raider Nation stays locked, we don't quit. This is the Raider Connection Show, where the silver and black stories flow. Kaleo, J, Nate, and Jeff on go, breaking every play down blow by blow. R-N-4-L, that's how we roll. Welcome into the Raider Connection Show. So grab your drink, hit subscribe, let's ride. Raider Nation strong, we never divide. From kickoff to the final echo, you're tuned into the Raider Connection Show. Hey! You're tuned into the Raider Connection Show.